Ahoy and welcome everybody. Welcome to Horizons Call. I am Derek Sword. You see him pronouns. I am your GM and your GC, your Game Master and your guiding compass as we return to the treacherous seas of Damaris, and I help you navigate those treacherous seas and beyond. I am joined once again by this very lovely crew, plus a new face who will be joining us for a few episodes as a special guest. I do actually want to say right up at the top that one of our regular faces is missing. Mare, who has played Acacia for a number of years, is stepping back from the game, and we just want to say that we really appreciate all of the work that Mare put in, all of the years and dedication, and all of the incredible stuff that Acacia did. So we're going to give Acacia just a little bit of a story explanation. Acacia is not dying, so feel free to write your fanfic and whatever else. And maybe in the future we will explore Acacia's story more. But I just wanted to say thank you, Mare. Thank you for the incredible work that you do for Sword and Key. Thank you for the incredible work that you did with Horizons Call. All that said, this is a Sword and Key stream, and you can find all of Sword and Key stuff at beacons.ai/Sword and Key. You can find all of our links in one neat, nice place. If you are looking for our socials, there's BlueSky and Instagram. There's also links to our Discord, where we can hang out in one cool place with us, talk about games like this, stuff like that. If you are looking for discount codes, we have those. We have some wonderful affiliates. So, Eldritch Foundry, custom minis, no matter how weird and wild, normal and mild your TTRPG character might be, you can make a mini of them. When you do, use code Sword and Key for 10% off your first purchase, or you can use our affiliate link if you're going to be doing any 3D printing. That gets you a 3-month subscription for only $19.99. If you are getting custom dice, or just your perfect dice set in general, check out Long Dog Dice. Again, use code Sword and Key for 10% off your first purchase. Jenn, right there, that's Jenn, makes the incredible dice at Long Dog Dice, and you can get the Horizons Call set or any of the characters' dice, which are also available. Kaila has the D6 with the Sword and Key logo on it there, and also the Scarlett dice. Both sets can be pre-ordered, and again, Sword and Key, the code Sword and Key for 10% off your first purchase. And it's not just dice anymore. There's dice fidgets, which are like dice, but also cooler because they have a really good squish. There we go. We have a couple examples. There's also clothing now, which you can get. It's long sleeve clothing, which you can get customized with your D&D character stats, and also glassware, which you can get customized with your D&D character stats. So all that and more on Long Dog Dice. Again, code Sword and Key for 10% off your first purchase. If you're shopping with Hit Point Press, and you should be, because they make Humblewood, and not just like the Humblewood like TTRPG, but also like comics to go with it, and plush, and dice, and minis, and then not just Humblewood, but like the Floral Dragon series, the Big Bad series, all these different things are made by this wonderful company, and we have an affiliate link with them. If you're going to be doing any shopping with them, check out that affiliate link. I'm also going to borrow a friend's code for this next one. Use code TheLadyDame for 10% off your order with Friday Afternoon Tea for your perfect tea. Check out Friday Afternoon Tea, gayest tea shop in the Pacific Northwest. And when you do, I'm personally going to recommend the official Sword and Tea, which Eva and I helped make. It is delightful, if I do say so myself. But regardless of what your tea preferences are, even if you're not even a big tea person, you're going to find something you love. And again, code TheLadyDame for 10% off your order when you do. All that said, I'll save everything else for the end. Let's go ahead and go around and have these lovely people say more about themselves. We'll start with our special guest today. Liz, if you don't mind starting us out, tell us more about your lovely self.
Hi friends, I'm Liz. I am kind of a Sword and Key exclusive, but you don't see me very often. But I'm really excited to be back with Horizons Call. My first adventure on the high seas was, I think, 4 years ago now in real time, 3 or 4 years. It was a while ago.
It was a while ago.
And my character, Damira, axe singer, her ending was somewhat nebulous, and I think today we're gonna maybe see what that means for everybody else. So yeah, my name's Damira, and I'm really excited.
Excited to have you back. Liz is one of the founding mods of this channel, has been around for as long as this channel has been around, has been in a number of games here on the channel, has played some of my favorite characters on this channel, and I'm very excited to have them back for this game. Next up, we have Eva. Yeah, Mikyl.
Hey fam, I'm Mikyl, he, him pronouns. I don't know why I came in so hot. Sorry about that. Especially if your headphones are up. I am playing Proximus, he, him pronouns also. The Triton Oath of the Noble Triton Paladin.
Fantastic. Special thank you to Mikyl for the incredible artwork that you see on screen, as well as in all of our promotional materials. Next up, we have Kaila.
Hi, hello, my name is Kaila. I use she, they pronouns, and I play your Siren Storm Sorcerer Scarlett Shores, who uses she, her pronouns, and is having some trauma. Just a little.
Oh, more to be had out of that infinite bucket. Next up, we have Jenn.
Hi, I'm Jenn. I play Kallista. We both use she, her pronouns. She's a tiefling tempest cleric, and she's just real pissed about these fucking vines that tried to kill her.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's rope back around to Eva.
Hi, hello. It's me, Eva, for realsies this time. My pronouns are she, her, and today I am playing Winnie, also she, her, who is your sea elf alchemical artificer, who is joined by her little homunculus servant, little Jeffrey.
Fantastic. Special thank you to Eva for the production work that helps this show be a thing. Let's see. We have a recap this week prepared by Mikyl. So, Mikyl, whenever you're ready, the floor is yours.
When we last met our horizon hopping heroes. Sorry. I'm not going to continue that. The group is on the ship. Acacia casted divination. Kallista was training with skills that and succeeded, though did not want to tell the stream what it was, which was annoying to rewatch. I'm going to stop saying by the way. She studied and learned damn it. Not even 10 seconds. Some removing curse stuff. And then Winnie made dragon turtle steroids. Proximus trained with dual wielding. And as we sailed, we came across a Nerian warship. Surrounded by 6 ships. Correct me on the pronunciation of this. Hogomorian? Hogmorian?
Yeah, that's the Hogamore Island, so Hogamorian, yeah.
Hogomorian. Raider ship with iconography from the things that crack in fear. The patron of Scarlett, old patron of Scarlett at one point in time. Suddenly 3 worms emerged from the sea and devoured the warship, pulling it down into the water. After the ship sunk, a gigantic stone structure rose from the water, looking like a large headstone with carvings in it that we were familiar with. We agreed to avoid the Hogomorian ship, and Scarlett obscured the ship with fog, but they saw us anyway, and a longboat was detached to our location. Winnie casted Ascending to talk to the leader of the longboat, who turned out to be Runa, the leader of the group, and said that we were to follow them. There was no question about it. There was no option, and that their quote-unquote lady would like to speak with us. This is all curious, especially to Scarlett. We follow the Hogomorians to their camp on the island of Dagonet's Shame. Is that correct? Yeah, man. Damn, I'm good. The leader Runa references a great serpent, which we all made faces to. On the rewatch, please rewatch. We learned on YouTube. We learned the camp's customs and all that good stuff. They roasted a giant boar. Tents were provided to us. The lady was described as a hierophant, which those are words that neither Proximus or I understand. So I smiled.
Not a lot of experience with tarot.
Yeah. Sure.
You're handling all this fantasy bullshit really well. Some of it's made up, some of it I didn't. But yeah, no, you're doing great. Keep going.
A warning of killer plant life outside the walls of the camp, and not to go out after dark. So we met in one of the tents to talk, which is not test, which I wrote for whatever reason. Kallista casted locate creatures using circle casting for the first time ever on stream to search for a Mora. So wait, was it a Mikyl that you searched? That was because of everyone in there, including Marcus, who has a little bit of genie magic in him. We did it. Well, Jenn did it, but Kallista did it. This is long. There was a group of leaders that went out of the camp. Kallista casts a scrying eye, which joke to Derek, and saw them meet with someone from Scarlett's past. Damira, the former bartender of the Black Fin. Kallista sent the image through the mind link, and Scarlett explained Damira's history. When he went to the walls of the camp just to take a peek, and then vines grabbed her ankle. Combat ensues. Roll for initiative. And then the vines kicked our ass until Kallista went to 1 hit point. And then, curiously, the vines went for 1 other hit and then retreated. And that's where we left off. Bloodied, beat up, and hating vines forever.
We can never hate vines. They live rent-free in Derek and I's brain.
Well,
Sure do.
specific vines.
It's incredibly true. Can confirm.
Kayla, what's your favorite vine?
Ooh, we can
It's
talk
hard to
about
pick,
after
isn't
stream.
it? Yeah.
Go ahead, Derek. Pick one.
Daniel. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's so many good ones.
Road work
Anyway.
ahead.
Sure hope it does.
What do you
I think
have?
one of my favorites is the detective. You can't just eat all that ice cream. Why? Is it the murder weapon? You're gonna fight Dick. that one's really good.
You might have just quoted a vine I've never heard before. I
Oh,
have
it's
no
really-
idea what you're talking about.
It's the same one where it's the guy who he has like a possessed voice in his head, and a guy's like, "Hey, what do you want to eat?" And he goes, "The souls of the innocent." And he goes, "A bagel." No, 2 bagels. Anyway,
I don't think we have time for this.
hey Jen, I'm sending you vines after this. That's
Great.
not
I
what
don't,
we're
think
doing.
I don't think we have time for this.
We don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's jump back into things. So, you all stand on the shores in an encampment of Dagonet's Shame, a rather large island. An island you know is the previous center of the Cavalonian kingdom, but that was decades, maybe even centuries or more ago. For a long time now, this place has been a home, although not a particularly well taken care of home, of the Hogomorian raiders, northerners, northmen, a variety of names, because this has been a place of disparate clans, which often war between each other and then also raid the nearby islands for anything they might need. You know that there's a little bit of farming here, there's a little bit of sustaining, but also they take from others. You have just survived, barely, the night. I'm really sorry about the bird. He talks every time I unmute.
Fine. Leave him
He's
alone,
the worst.
Derek.
I'm going to lose my fucking mind. You have barely survived the night, and now stand. It is still nighttime. There is still a fire going, although some of the coals have been kind of spread from the fire where this great boar was slain and then placed over the fire. You look around and see that there are several other northerners who have been felled, and then some who are just still standing and kind of looking around in somewhat I wouldn't even say shock. There's kind of a level of mundanity to this. It's like if anything, it's like they've the face of somebody who's gotten into a minor car accident and is looking at like the scratch on the side of their Buick. They've just got that look of like, oh man, ah dang. But there's no crying. You don't hear any mourning, and you can see that there are like dead Northerners who are scattered about. Some of you have taken some damage, some significant injuries as well. What would you all like to do?
Winnie would like to maybe offer. She's does it sound like anything is coming? Is there like a rumble or anything ominous?
No, it's weirdly still in the sense that like this was a massive attack, these vines bursting out of the ground, the sound of like that straining of plant fibers and the slashing of flesh and blood being spilled and you know, screams of war, and then everything just went so quiet and so still so quickly as all these vines receded back into the ground from whence they came. And then all the Northerners are kind of just looking around, and well, some of them are getting back to work, like they're kicking the coals back into the fire. They're continuing to, prepare the boar for a meal. There are a couple who are now moving about and are gathering up the dead bodies of their fallen brethren and are kind of placing them into an area together to collect all the dead together. They're taking weapons off of them. They're taking valuables off of them and are kind of just being put off to the side. Like, listen, we don't need this at the dinner table.
I mean, that's the correct thing to do, I think. I'm gonna be real honest. Everything is so like otherwise creepy that I'm really kind of glad they bleed. Eva am pleased. That's not probably a Winnie thought.
Scarlett still bled when she was under the sky.
Transcript did you so dirty on that one. When I mean, yes, but also like there are other things that anyway. Winnie would like to check in with folk. Kallista and Proximus, I think, look kind of beat up.
Yeah, that's right. We both looked very beat up, and then we did the no you heels at each other, so
Yeah.
we're better.
Cross heels.
Yes.
I guess if you two are like looking sappily at each other, when we'll just go revive little Jeffrey and
Was sappily a plant joke?
Winnie's just gonna go revive little Jeffrey.
Okay.
So there goes that spell slot. Worth it.
Yeah, he I saw the void again.
Was it any different than last time?
No, it's always a blue screen.
Okay. Let's get you buffed up, buddy.
Is this where I get new shoes again?
Well, it depends.
Well, I thought I needed to reboot.
Derek, god damn it.
We're going to...
You're just mad none of you saw that coming. You're
It's-
just mad that none of you saw that coming.
Gonna sit on the ground and tinker with little Jeffrey and some sort of a crisis.
Okay.
You saw us all take psychic damage
Yeah.
Mhm.
on screen in real time.
You don't get that back either. That lowers your HP max.
It's a good thing I'm no longer at 1 HP. Fuck.
No, I'm talking in real life. I took 10 seconds off of your life.
God.
Remember, I know where you live.
Yeah.
I can deal this damage back.
Nobody really comes over to check on all of you. It's kind of like they've all just gone back to whatever they were doing. There is food kind of being doled out to the survivors at this point. There are, pewter plates that are kind of handed around and bowls, and people are just kind of going up and, taking the knives they have in their belt or large forks and just cutting off pieces of the boar, placing it on their plates, and are just eating. It's like nothing happened. Some of them are sitting on benches where there's still a pool of blood next to where their fallen comrades fell. You are all welcome if you just want a long rest in this otherwise unsettling place, but if there's anything you all wanted to do, it is available to you.
I need to talk to somebody because they're
why
too chill about this.
Unless this happens on a nightly occurrence and they're just used to it by now.
That's the thing. I would like to go up and like grab some food and just, since we've been told that we're welcome here, I'm just gonna sit down next to somebody, just like kind of casually, and as I'm starting to dig into stuff, just be like, so I thought the walls were to keep that stuff out. Doesn't seem like that's particularly effective.
There's a younger man. He's got a shorter beard, some braids in his hair, kind of like a little bit of dirt it looks like it's been so entrenched into his skin that it's in every one of his pores at this point. But it's just, he is otherwise a clean person. He just lives a rougher life, but he looks over and with a bit of boar still in his mouth. The walls aren't perfect, but they do a decent job. Otherwise, it happens.
Do they always just kind of decide to leave at some point? Or that seems a little weird.
They left sooner this night. Many times they leave when the sun rises, but this night they seem to not particularly like the taste of you, it seemed. It seems as if you were perhaps blessed by the Great Serpent. This is good.
It's something. And she's gonna quietly just go back to eating. And just looking down at her plate while she thinks.
Okay. Anything from anyone else?
Yeah, you see Proximus. He's like over near the cook, asking questions about the big boar. I don't know if he's ever had boar before.
Yeah. Let's see. The cook is a larger bugbear woman.
Oh, we don't have to role play it out.
Oh, you don't want you're just going to chat about boar? Okay.
No,
that's fine.
I don't want to waste.
I'm so sorry, Michael. I put in front of you dragon women before and harpy women before, but the bugbear is not. Okay, that's fine.
I'm not saying no.
I see there's a line. Okay. If there's anything else, let me know. Otherwise, the evening goes on, and while you all are provided food and a place to rest, a tent at the edge of the camp, nothing else necessarily gives off any immediate cause for concern. I would say underlying cause for concern, 100%. But there's nothing else that attacks you in the night. There's not even any mosquitoes that pester you in the night. You get rest. So with that long rest, then you all awaken. At this point, you would note that Acacia is not there, and a note is left for you that indicates that word was sent through a sending message from the herds on Soteria that Acacia was needed to assist in their active rebellion against the Empire. And she has used, I believe it's tree stride, a way of teleporting herself back to the island, and until we hear otherwise, is going to be fending off the Empire and doing her damnedest there. With that in mind, as you all awaken, you can smell that the campfire has been maintained and food is being doled out in the morning once again. The sun is rising in the east over the haze. You can get that low tide smell as well. And that like low tide mixes with the camp smoke, and all about there are people, starting to get up, moving around, doing their daily tasks. The gates of the wall that kind of like encloses you all in here have been opened. And you can see that all of the dead that were piled up are no longer there. They have been moved somewhere. Anything you all would like to do in the morning?
Kallista's putting on her old fucking armor because she's mad about those vines. So she just need it to be known she's wearing that one. I will update ACs accordingly.
Okay.
I would like to ask Uriel, if, hey Uriel,
So you're talking to the Medusa whose soul is trapped inside your shield?
yeah.
Okay.
And I want to reiterate, I'm pretty sure she said she didn't care so much about being released or not. Is that
She's
true?
pretty ambivalent to it.
Yeah. Just record. Did not trap her there.
No, she kind of her kids did, but she kind of appreciates the drama of getting to hang out
Yeah.
with you as
And
opposed to being hung on a wall somewhere.
I will dispose of her children's heads at some point. To be fair, they're adults for context.
Yes, her adult children who, yes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of layers to this.
Anyway, hey Uriel, I'm just wondering, so we're on Dagonet's Shame, right? In the Hokamar Isles, and I was just wondering if you knew anything about this area, because it's kind of ominous, and you're kind of ominous, and like we were attacked by plants last night, and I don't know. You know a lot of stuff. Maybe not this stuff, but I thought I'd ask. I could not
looking
figure
at
out
your
what
shield.
was in Michael's mouth. I'm so sorry.
Again, phrasing is so important.
No.
We can make clips of anything. So I just
And it lives forever on the internet.
lives forever. Okay, so looking at your shield, which has the facade of a Medusa's face on it, and is imbued with the soul of Medusa. You hear a voice kind of hollow, metallic, echo out of it. I have never been to this terrible place. It smells bad. All of the people smell bad. I have only heard that it is not a place to go on vacation. I prefer the warmer climates, of course. They always had strange ideas of what their gods were supposed to be. And I am also not particular to people that don't keep their place clean, especially when they are borrowing it from other people. I have been to Cavalon, well, the new one, a couple of times, left a few statues there. They all deserved it, of course, but a place I always assumed was much sadder than this place could have been, should have been. Wish I had seen it in its prime. Sad to see it now.
That's fair. So it's not really like a... It feels awkward and rude to say, because like they've got like all this like serpent motif and stuff.
Yes. What you trying to say?
That I appreciate our talks. And we'll probably go back to New Cavalon here. And maybe you can show me where those statues are. That sounds neat.
Yes. Listen, the one thing that I am going to impress here is that all of the people on this island are merely squatters in the ruins of something that was far greater than they will ever make it. And I just look down on that sort of thing. So if you want to make any statues here, you could just pick someone.
Oh, I think I could. I think I could do. You let me know if you see anyone that like you're really excited about.
Pick a direction. I am ambivalent.
I mean, unless you've got something else to tell me, I don't think you've got like unlimited statue power. That'd be pretty neat though, like, ew.
I don't know. I would have to look at my stat block.
That's fair. That's fair. I think we've only done it once a day, but also I think I've only tried to do it once a day.
I get tired, of course.
No, that's valid. I do too. So who do you think should take care of the island? Just clean people?
I just think that if you are going to be a steward of a great place like this, you should not leave it in such disrepair. Just someone who is going to show respect to it. I will say that they seem to be more, what is the word, unified than I had ever seen before. So that is interesting. I had always assumed that all of these hundreds of clans, so I hear all of these different symbols. Oh, a bear this, oh, a wolf this, oh, a pair of axes, all of the things. All of their shields and whatnots. But they seem to be getting along pretty well.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. Hey, where's your home? Where was your home? You know,
Why?
we can talk about it later. I was just wondering if it's a place we should visit or a place we should avoid.
Okay, make a persuasion check to your shield. And here's the reasoning. You're talking to a woman who loves gossip. And if people who love gossip love talking about other people and also they hate talking about themselves because then they could potentially be gossip.
You know what? I also love gossip, so I'm going to use a reroll.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Nat 20 for 24. What a useful thing to use a reroll and a nat 20 on. Man, I'm killing it at this game.
I had a modest manor on Labyrinthia, if you must know, to the north of the island.
Oh, that's not that far away.
It is on the other side of Valados, but yes, if you
I'm not looking at
wanted
the
to...
map, but it felt right.
Okay. If you do ever visit my home, just take your shoes off. That is all I ask.
Oh, that's just manners, but yeah, I could do that.
Mhm.
Good talk.
Okay. Yes, I am bored now.
Okay. I love her.
I know. It is about this time that you all would hear a horn blast. Not the blast of necessarily a war horn or of warning, but just of arrival. And you would see that the gates are already opened, but anybody who might have perspective out of the gates would see that there is a contingent of Northerners who are heading towards the encampment now. And Liz, at this point, if you would like to describe in general what Damira looks like for when anyone who might see her, as she would be presumably marching towards the head of the group.
Yeah, I think she would actually probably be right up front with someone else, one of these other Northerners who looks important somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Not really sure how we're differentiating them between like everybody else, but he looks like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. So on either side of you, you have two of the Northerners who are their weapons are finer, their armor is finer, the furs they have are finer. Mm-hmm. So on one side you have Varuna, who has blonder hair. She's taller. She wears like pretty fine armor, has markings across her face, runic markings. She's human, or at least appears human, although Proximus has determined that she has a level of inhumanity to her. And on the other side, standing head and shoulders above both of you is a great ogre named Ingvar, who is kind of shortening his stride to make sure that he can walk alongside. So you are flanked on either side by these two.
Yeah.
Two of your Jarls.
Yes. And I don't know that Scarlett or Winnie would immediately clock that it's Damira unless they knew in advance that she was here already. I mean, she hasn't changed much in that, like, her hair still looks it's the same color, but it's not the same style any longer. But she's wearing a cloak, she's got her hood up, and I think when she comes through the gate is when they would realize that it's her. She would pull back her hood and look around, and probably see them there amongst all of the other people, and immediately recognize Scarlett and Winnie, I think. Yeah, she's just wearing like black leather armor. She doesn't, I mean, nothing super fancy about her. She does have markings on her face. Her makeup is much darker than it was when they saw her before. Her hair is much longer, but it's in more of a northern style now. She's definitely kind of like, maybe not assimilated fully, but she definitely looks like a short northerner for all intents and purposes.
Damira is a half dwarf, so stands a little bit shorter than most humans, but not by too much. Okay. Well then, all of you would see this contingent. You would definitely see Ingvar and Runa, who you had met yesterday. Everyone would at least recognize them. Several other Northerners, some of them wearing helmets, all of them carrying weapons, shields, their armor. There is a bugbear who is standing alongside them as well, who is one of the more like inhuman-looking ones. And then for Scarlett and Winnie, you would recognize, though different in appearance, still recognizable all the same, the face of someone that, Winnie, you saw a few times on the Fen, but one day she just wasn't at the bar anymore. And then Scarlett, the face of someone that you left for dead on the beach of a doomed island, a volcano erupting in the background, standing next to their father. Someone that you thought just you would never see again.
And we never knew that detail, right? Like the rest of us on the Fen. Scarlett just
unless Scarlett ever shared that.
And I don't think she probably necessarily would, because that was definitely in her book, a failed mission.
I kind of got a all hands lost, don't talk about it sort of vibe.
And I feel like Eula definitely didn't want anything that happened there to make it back to the Fen.
Yeah, the Unicorn, we've established the ship that they took was intentionally sunk by Eula. So there was an active attempt to prevent that mission from succeeding after it had gotten to a certain point. And so Scarlett and Fia was able to fly away before the Kraken attack on the Unicorn. Scarlett ended up making it to the Winnie prequel, the Winnie and Friends prequel. Corvus ended up making it back to the Fen eventually, but barely survived after that. So it was maybe one of those things of like, listen, Scarlett's the only one that made it out of that.
For all intents and purposes.
And yet, here Damira stands, looking rather important.
Scarlett, I thought. I think Winnie's just sort of giving Damira a little wave. Well, like, out of the side of her mouth. I thought Damira was at the great tavern in the sky.
I had thought the same thing too until the scrying last night. Weirder things have happened, Winnie.
True.
And given everything that is on this island.
Okay, I don't want to think about that anymore.
Yeah, I've pieced together some things and I don't want to think about it either. A smile and wave.
Yeah, I think Damira would probably hold up her hand and have everyone else wait behind her as she walks across the... Is it a courtyard? What are we looking at here?
Yeah, just like dirt and grass. It's a barricaded enclosure that's, butts up against the water in this little fjord area. So yeah, you've got just trodden grass where people have been walking around, in the dirt where they've worn the grass away entirely.
And is everybody, or all of you, like, sitting around a campfire? Are we waiting for something? Did I miss that part? Just,
I think
It's morning.
yeah, I
go
think we
ahead,
were
Jenn.
just chilling. I think as soon as I heard like some kind of horn
Ruckus.
going off,
Mhm.
that something was gonna happen. Knowing the reaction from the scrying and knowing that somebody was going to be showing up, like, still doesn't fully, still has some questions, has also started piecing some stuff together. Knowing that Scarlett was also the one who was like, I'll be the one to do the talking, and also it's kind of ended up being Winnie. I think Kallista just kind of tried to make sure she was near Scarlett, but like behind. Like, it's like, not trying to be like an imposing presence, but being like, there is a very heavily armored individual who's rolling with her right now, and I'm just hanging out.
Just my bodyguard.
Nobody do anything sketchy. Like, she's just chilling, but she will immediately stop chilling if she's gotta.
Yeah, so I think, like, as soon as they get through the gates, Damira clocks Scarlett at least, and she would just hold up her hand, let everyone else knowing that she's got it from here. I got this, no big deal. And approach. And when she does, I think she kind of tosses her cloak back from her shoulders, not off, but like hanging behind her. So everybody can see her hands. She doesn't have anything in her hands. She's got an axe at her waist, but that's the only weapon that she appears to be carrying, and she's not making any moves like she's going for it. So she's just approaching the party. Scarlett.
If I didn't know better, I would think I'd be talking to a ghost right now.
Oh. Things work in mysterious ways.
One way to put it.
It's good to see you.
Unlikely to see you.
Yes, well, you did leave me for dead on that island, so...
To be fair, you chose to stay there.
Oh. But I'm pretty sure you could have taken me. Like you took Corvus. But I see you've replaced him, so...
Yeah, Proximus is like, What?
Anyway. It's all past. What are you all doing here?
Hi, Damira. It's good to
Sure.
see you.
I see you haven't changed, Winnie. Hello.
Winnie is going to angle her shield just a little bit because this is absolutely drama that Uriel is probably interested in, and Winnie herself is processing.
We were sailing. And then one of your ships.
My ships?
Well, the ships that belong to the general encampment
Mm-hmm.
stopped us and escorted us in. Saying something about someone wanted to talk with us, wanted to meet with us. Came to camp, tried to camp, attacked by vines,
That does happen.
slept it off, and now we're here.
Mm. Well, I'm glad you survived the vines at least. They are a nuisance.
That's one way to put it.
I see you have some new folks in your retinue. Care to introduce us?
Only if they want to be known. I don't lead this party. We are essentially equals on land.
Mm. Interesting.
My bodyguard gonna introduce herself.
Kallista will step forward, and just give like a very polite nod, and just say, I am Kallista. It is nice to meet you, Damira.
And you. Mm.
Oh, Kallista, I don't know. We might have talked about this before, and I don't know it for sure. It's entirely possible Damira is the one that came up with red drink.
Oh. Okay. A legend, then.
I always meant to ask you, Damira, but never got around to it. Yeah.
That was a lifetime ago, it feels like.
Not for, but yeah.
Fair point.
Yes. But a small blip to Winnie.
Anyway, moving on.
Hello, I am Proximus. Everyone else knows me as Proximo. Did I hear you knew Corvus?
Yes, I did.
That was my brother. He was the... Well, yeah, anyway.
Your brother?
Yes,
Brother,
We
uncle,
have-
father.
something like that.
Cousin, nephew.
Same, whatever.
Family is difficult with my people, but yeah.
He was a kind man, and I am very glad to have known him.
Ah. Yeah, he is good.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. This is awkward.
Indeed. Indeed.
So fire genasi towards the back, scimitar at his hip, kind of like charcoal-esque skin, loaded armor. He just steps forward. I am Marcus Ash. I am also here.
This is my first mate. And
He's
husband.
hot.
Oh,
Was that Mikyl or Proximus? I need to know.
Who's to
Yes.
say?
Okay.
Yes.
yes, indeed.
Yes, it was.
Sorry, that that character bleed was positive. Yeah,
I
Marcus
think,
just goes, I guess I'm the replacement, not him.
yeah, I think when Scarlett says "and my husband," Damira kind of like looks at her real quick and then looks back at him, and he's like tall, right? He's not.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's like 6 something.
Yeah, looks at Scarlett real quick and then looks up over at Marcus.
Scarlett's 5'10".
Well, I know, but Damira is short. Everybody is tall.
Hmm.
So she looks at Scarlett and still has to look up to see him. My apologies. That was actually incredibly out of line of me. Scarlett,
I surprisingly get it a lot.
Did you think I was with the blue one?
well,
I'd be flattered.
That's
Bleh.
ooh, wrong blue one, Winnie. Not saying no, just not.
It was me or Kallista or Proximus. I had a
There were actually a
36%
lot of
chance.
options.
Yeah.
There was
So
a
many
lot of-
blueies.
Now that you mention it, there are a lot of blue ones in this group.
Louis is a dog and should not be
Uh.
counted.
It's almost like there's a band called. No, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah,
Mm,
please
the blue
stop.
people group.
I think as the devolution of this conversation is happening, because I can 100% see a lot of this happening. Damira's just like, yeah, nothing has changed. Actually, it's just different people.
That's so true.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. The
Little
party.
shark homunculus. I'm new though.
Oh yeah, this is little Jeffrey.
I'm
No,
little Jeffrey.
Unfortunately, the equivalent to little Jeffrey was Nigel.
Nigel.
Who's Nigel? Was he funnier than me?
Yes.
Fuck.
I won't let him chew on your furniture. Don't worry.
Well, that's
Damira, are you
appreciated.
related to my mom?
My mom says that she has a lot of friends and family, and so I have to ask at this point if anybody's actually related.
Oh, I think we've been
Oh,
over
that's-
this.
That's fair.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a fair comment. Yeah.
Like,
might be-
Scarlett's been my cousin and my mom a couple of times.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever been your mother.
I got handed to you a couple of times, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
You watched
I don't.
him.
I don't think that means I've been your mother.
We're gonna go over the flashcards again, buddy.
I've also died this many times. And he holds up a number of fingers, and they just keep shifting.
The fact
Yeah.
that LG has fingers instead of like mechanical fins really just weirds me out. I don't know why that weirds me out, but it does.
How else is he
like,
gonna grip
do you-
his dagger?
I don't
Do you want him to have
know.
mittens?
I don't know. I expected like flippers.
Shark mittens?
Just- like he's left shark?
Don't
It's metal.
hobble my boy.
This conversation's getting off the rails, both
Yeah.
in-game and out of game.
Amazing.
These are my friends, and for lack of better descriptor, family that I travel with.
I'm glad you have people you trust.
Mostly speaking, still working on it with that one back there. References to Kallista.
She just shrugs.
Well, clearly you're welcome here on the island. So
We haven't been thrown off yet.
no, and I'm sure that they, and she kind of gestures to the rabble, quote unquote. I'm sure that they would have if they didn't want you here. So feel free to, whatever you're here for. I mean, it's the island is yours.
Do you know
Um,
what we're here for? No one's actually told us. They said we meeting with someone, the lady?
Oh, the lady summoned you. Oh. Well, I mean, I can go speak with her. I mean, we can find out if she's got a plan. I mean, I don't know what her schedule's looking like. You understand?
Well, I just know we're here until we meet with her.
Is Runa
we
still
would-
here?
Runa's standing back with the rest of the contingent that Damira came with, who they were asked to kind of hang back.
Can she hear this conversation?
Maybe. You're not really sure.
Can I try?
She
and-
is following orders from Damira, it seems like.
Yeah. So if I look at her and try to determine a reaction, it's just like a stony face, listening.
I mean, you can do an insight check if you'd like.
I mean, do you think it's worthwhile?
If you would like. I leave that to you. I will say on the surface, you do not perceive any clear, like, oh, do you hear that shit? Or like there's no clear like
Yeah.
indicator of
I am specifically looking for like a active look of like a smirk or like looking between us and Damira or any sort of shiftiness. Tell. 21.
I will say that when that is said, and they're a little bit of a distance away, Ingvar leans down because he is rather large, and whispers something into Runa's ear, and her eyes kind of lock with yours as she turns and she just kind of mutters something to him, and you just see his like big bulbous head kind of nod a little bit, and her eyes, like, until you look away, they are unblinking, stone cold, locked on yours.
Well,
She's only a little bit intimidating. Don't worry about it.
Things to
and
do, so the sooner we can get going, the better.
I hear you. I understand. And you said you were attacked by the vines last night?
I mean, not just everyone was attacked by the vines, but
Yeah,
yes,
the
here
entire camp.
Here in camp.
Yeah, that is, unfortunately, it is a fairly normal occurrence. We've been having some issues with an invasive species. And it's been a bit of a challenge, unfortunately.
Has it always been an issue? Or gotten worse recently?
Not always, but it has definitely gotten worse, yes. I guess recently is sort of a relative thing, but yes.
How long have you been on this island?
Sometime.
How delightfully vague.
Since we last saw you, well, since I last saw you.
To be completely honest, time is a bit strange when you're in the water and traveling so much, as I'm sure you all know. Right.
We've been
feels-
to the hells and back. I know exactly what you mean.
It feels like it was both just yesterday and also millennia ago that Scarlett left me on that beach. So who knows? Who can say? Truly.
I do want to preface, you stayed there with your father.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at the time.
I don't know, Scarlett. I've heard that tone in your explanations before. I'm kind of on Damira's side at the moment.
Proximus
Just
looks at a
turns and
watch
looks
that he
at
doesn't
you.
have. Wow. I'm gonna go.
Looks up at the sun,
All right.
stares up at the sun for a little while. Ow.
Yeah. He's gonna kind of leave the better off alone and
Well, you're welcome to explore the island. From my understanding in talks with the lady, the only place that is off limits is the keep. They've asked us not to enter unless expressly requested. So, if you could please abide by that wish, that would be most helpful for me. I would like to stay here at least a little bit longer before they decide that I'm no longer welcome.
Easy enough.
But I do strongly recommend being careful, as you've seen the plants, if nothing else, are dangerous, but they are not the only danger on the island. So,
Thank you for the warning. It is appreciated.
of course. I'm sure I'll be seeing you again soon. I just want to just go double check and make sure that we're all on the same page.
Okay. So, Damira, you go to leave the camp then?
Yes.
If you are heading back to the keep, that's great. If you are heading anywhere else in particular, you're welcome to message me. For everyone else, also I should ask, are you taking your contingent with you, or are you leaving them behind, your Jarls?
I would say that Ingvar probably comes with me, but I think that I would leave Runa with Scarlett and her group in case they want an extra person, or if they have questions or need someone to show them where things are.
Great. So Ingvar, a few of the other soldiers, the bugbear, come with you. Runa is left back with a couple of the warriors, the raiders, and you all would watch as Damira leaves the camp. Again, the gates are left open, and the island is just now open to you. You can see that it is an island of some elevation. As even you look out the gates, you can see that there are winding dirt paths, a hill that a great ruined keep sits atop, far off in the distance, somewhat obscured by mist, and otherwise it is a verdant, green. You don't see any forests or anything. I guess I should say verdant in the sense of like grasslands. But you don't see any large forests, not even like large shrubbery, really. It's kind of like you see the wind just kind of cut through some of the tall grass, but even then it wouldn't even get up 3 feet tall. somewhat rocky. What would you all like to do?
We gotta get better about meeting people. Oh,
Yeah, that was a bit tense.
It didn't do it.
no, I know, and it was just saying.
Are you saying that you did not make it awkward?
Me?
I didn't leave her on the island. She stayed with her father, who wouldn't get on the fucking ship.
Why wouldn't you get on the ship?
He was scared of the water, just like Elios was.
Oh, like. Yeah. Okay.
That also makes sense why she is here.
Does it? How did she get here?
We see the iconography everywhere. What do you mean? Am I the
Start
first one to
seeing-
put this
seeing-
together?
No.
No, but like, that's bad, is what.
Again, I need to ask if that was Mikyl or Proximus.
Yes!
I was just hoping for another answer.
And I don't blame you for it because this isn't great. Quite the opposite.
But where are we gonna go?
Yes, what is it that we are going to do here?
We're still top focuses are right, but we don't know where they are.
We don't know where they are.
Not within a mile. That's all I've got.
How big is this island roughly, Derek? Like, are we talking like Ireland, or we're talking like
We're maybe talking like
Bainbridge, or like
Bainbridge.
those are
we
the
may be
two
talking, like,
options.
quarter of Ireland, maybe even like an eighth of Ireland. Let me see. Let me try to give you a rough idea. So, what would that be?
So like not walk across it in a day, sort of.
No, so like looking at the map, and again, the map is not like based on kilometers or anything. It's mostly based on how long it would. I'm gonna have to do math. Hang on. Keep talking. I will give you a size in just a minute here.
Yeah, we really need to work on phrasing. Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We've been saying that for like 6 years, and
How
yet
long
here
is
we are.
how long has this game been going on?
Yeah.
Um,
it's not going to happen.
So, like, what we could do is just pick a direction and walk, and try it again, like hold hands and look, or
Kumbaya and look.
I'm going to try something, and I just turn on my heel and go back into my tent.
okay.
Okay.
That's odd. Okay.
Are we following you?
Up to you, and just disappears.
I'll follow. I'm curious.
Yeah. At this point, I ain't got nothing to lose.
I'd like to talk to Runa.
That's not really talking amongst ourselves.
Yeah, I was like, the problem is what I'm going to do is going to end up involving Derek. So,
Oh, okay.
So
You're good. I can multitask.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. We're yeah. I'm giving you time. That's right. I'm gonna go fuck off to the west.
I love it when Gladriel says that.
No, fuck off to the rest and may remain Galadriel. Oh, the worst.
No, I'll definitely go. Yeah.
so
I forgot what we were doing.
I can stall a little bit, but eventually I'll get to a point where I gotta ask Derek something.
The only thing I had was little Jeffrey trying to play patty cake
I
with
was just gonna
Runa,
ask for a
so
map.
everything
That's
comes
all.
back around.
Yeah.
Incredible.
You drew the map, my dude.
I will
pull up the map.
I did, but
Proximus didn't.
Proximus. God.
well,
okay.
Proximus
Yes.
would like a map of the island.
Sorry. You said it in your voice. It threw me.
Yeah. So the island that you were on is that little itty bitty one,
On
like
top.
right in the center of the greater
Oh.
cluster of the Hogamore Islands.
Can't be that big.
No, I'm gonna say that's probably the size of like maybe a couple road islands. Like, okay, if we're going by actual scale, and some of the smaller islands aren't actually to scale, just so you can see them on the map. But a square is supposed to be a ship's average travel over the course of 10 days. Average travel for a wooden ship was about 250 miles. So the every square should be about 2,500 miles. That would make it about 300 miles. That's wild. That's way too big. So I think we're talking more like a smaller state at that point. So we're talking like Rhode Island's maybe too small. Maybe we're talking Maryland.
Delaware.
Yeah, even Delaware is too small.
I always
Nobody
forget
likes
about
Delaware.
Delaware.
Everyone forgets about Delaware.
I'm Googling the weirdest shit right now. Apparently, Maryland is about 100 miles wide. So use that as a reference.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't love that. Okay. I'm more confident about this thing I'm going to do. Hey, now that Derek's not preoccupied, Kallista has gone to the tent, and anybody who comes in, I guess would be the first time any of the people would see it, even though we've seen it as an audience on stream. Kallista has pulled out this little, like, silver dish and is, like, muttering to herself in something, and is sitting crisscross applesauce on the ground and is pouring out some water from a special little flask that she has on the side, and she is going to start casting scrying. And she's going to try to scry on Amara to try to see if she can see anything identifying about where she is.
I'm also remembering that I have said before that the square is 1,000 miles, so it would be right around 125. So anyway,
Cool.
we were basically right on point with that. Okay, scry for Amara.
Yes.
What is the saving throw for her? You do know her.
Yes.
Them. I'm sorry, you do know them.
Yeah.
Do you? I'm not sure you have anything of theirs on your person.
Depends on how you want to describe the dried pressed flowers I have from them druid crafting things over time. Because Kallista is going to... Callista's going to open a little notebook that Winnie has seen that nobody else has. And is going to, like, flip through some pages, and anybody else who followed her into the tent is going to see that there's just, like, stuff shoved between all of these individual pages of this book. There's nothing actually really written on any of them. And she's going to pull out this dried pressed flower and is going to place that on top of the water that's in this dish, and it is going to it is going to perfectly center itself and creates just this one ripple as she places it, and then is just like perfectly still and not moving. So yeah, so I have that. I finally pulled up Scry. I was like, where is it? I have too many spells. So yeah, I'd say I know them quite well, and yeah, and I have this flower. So it would be a DC 18 plus, or I guess, you know, plus those modifiers or minus on their side, whatever way you want to do the math.
Yeah, I was gonna say it subtracts from their roll, if I remember right. So what is the ultimate subtraction that we're looking for?
So I had to click out of scrying. There we go. So it is -5, and I'm gonna call that a garment or other possession. So that would be a total of -9.
Damn. Okay. So they rolled a 17. -9 gives them an 8. So trying to hit an 18, I think, is going to be pretty difficult for them, regardless of what modifier they might have in life or this state of pseudo life. I am not going to consider them dead because they are not necessarily dead. So you will be able to scry on them. The spell does actually take effect. Okay, so you're going to create a visible sensor that can also pick up on sounds as well?
Yeah, it is an invisible sensor, but it does get full audio and video.
Yes. Yeah, full AV on this.
Yes.
Okay. Your sensor, it appears in a grove, and I think that when it does, you look around. We'll pick up on just like what you get immediately. So you hear the sound of bird song. You can see that it is right around the same time of day, based on where the sun's placement is in the sky to where you are, indicating that they are not miles and miles away, or at least not continents away. You can see as you look around that they are in a wooded grove, and you can see that the wooded grove itself looks both beautiful and also haunting. There's something strange about the way the plants have grown here. Not being somebody who's like super in tune with nature, I think what you get this strange vibe that the trees almost have grown bark, not in a natural way, but almost a defensive sort of way. The bark seems thicker, more jagged. The leaves seem to almost have like a sharper quality to them. Everything seems almost literally on edge about this forest, and yet it still sounds natural. It still sounds, it still sounds peaceful. But even as you're listening to the bird song, it has a twinge of emergency to it. You don't see Amara anywhere. I'm sorry. You don't see Amara anywhere. You can see that there are stone slabs. You can see that there are standing stones that have been raised in this place. Nature has very much taken over this spot. If anything, what you feel like you're looking at is a cairn, above ground burial sort of situation where the stones are kind of packed on top of each other to enclose a body. And I think that's where your scry maybe spots a small crack in this cairn, and you'd be able to look through and see that there is someone inside. Difficult to see who, although you can probably guess based on who you scried on.
Do these fucked up plants have any similarities to the vines that attacked the camp?
I think as you look around, you do see that there are some of the thorned vines that wrap around some of the trees. And not just that, but several of the other plants, again, seem to have almost militarized nature to them. It's as if the plants here have been weaponized to a certain degree, and yet I think at a cursory glance might not be that obvious. I think that a person just walking through this area might not immediately notice how much danger they're in until it's already too late.
Cool. I think she'll hold the scry for a bit. Not with the expectation she's gonna see anything different, hear anything different or whatever, but just like there is the idea that she is actually close, and this is not even something that she knew was possible or theoretical a month ago. So I think she's just there for a bit, and then we'll...
Your scry lasts for 10 minutes?
It'll last for 10 minutes if I hold it the whole time.
Okay. I think the one thing you pick up on at the very end of those 10 minutes is that for almost the entirety of the spell, it's been birdsong, the sounds of some insects, but otherwise relatively quiet here. Near the end of those 10 minutes, you hear a single breath, a deep intake from the cairn, and as that intake of breath happens, and you hear just ever so softly it expels, that exhalation of breath reverberates like breeze through the forest around you.
I think as that happens and that scry fades, like there's almost like that same exhalation, like from close, like she didn't realize she was holding her breath until that. We're looking for woods. And she just starts talking to anybody who's around her. She was like, they're surrounded by woods, trees, more of these vines. I think that was Amara. That has been there. I think that has been their doing, or related to it, or something. I know there's a lot of grasslands around here. We're looking for trees. And she's just going to, like, she is now almost a little bit manic about it. Is going to, like, leave the tent and is just going to try to get up onto the wall to see what she can see and just looking for any trees in the distance.
Yeah. Go ahead and do a perception check, please.
17 plus 10, 27.
Okay. Looking out at this expanse, and again, it's somewhat hilly here. You don't really see any trees. If anything, you spot stumps where trees have been felled. And you're just looking out at this grassland, these rolling hills, this slight elevation. And again, like the fog kind of obscures some of your vision as well. And as you're gazing out, I mean, perhaps frantically, I'll leave that to you. Yeah. Runa will appear next to you. Looking for something.
A little bit jumpy after the whole thing with the vines. So just, it seems strange that...
Did you die?
Almost.
Almost. Until you
I'm
actually die, it is... Anyway, please continue.
Just trying to... just been thinking about where they might have come from if it's mostly grasses around here. That's all. Just looking for something thornier, something woodier.
If you are looking for the woods, they are to the north of the island, but I do not recommend going there, and it is a journey, and if you find yourself out in the dark, I cannot protect you from whatever will find you out there. But we have felled many of the forests towards this part of the island to prevent as many incursions as you saw last night.
Seems like it's working well.
It could be much worse.
I'm sure. And she's gonna look off towards the north and she's just sitting there and she's just ruminating in thoughts. I think because of comments, things that you and I have talked about, I think because of where she keeps Anders, like Anders is very aware that she is practically vibrating and is on the edge of, like, not the same kind of panic attack that she had while they were down at the Nalos, and like trying to keep it together in that kind of way, but just in the excited and apprehensive and just like now nervous for the idea that she might be able to at least partially, not necessarily fix something, but start working towards kind of piecing something back together.
I think that's probably a good place for us to take our break. So let's go ahead and pause there. When we come back, we can continue piecing things together and perhaps think about maybe traveling through some less than safe lands towards the north. Or whatever else you would like to. Perhaps you might like a tour guide for exploring this lovely, totally normal island. Regardless, we're going to go ahead and take like 10 to 15. Petri Pets do the things. We will be back shortly. We are raising money for Feeding America. I apologize if I didn't say that at the top. So if you are looking to put your money towards a great cause, Feeding America is a great cause. You can find the link to donate on our socials in chat, as well as on beacons.ai/sword and key. And any donations you make can add incentives to this game as well. So please enjoy our ad reel. Please, if you're able and willing to donate, it's very much appreciated, and stick around. We'll be back. Vast and welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Horizon's Call. We're joined this time, and for probably a few more times at least, by special guest Liz, playing Damira, who the party have met once again. Well, a couple of the party have met again. Some of them have met for the first time, but even the ones who met again probably never expected to, as Damira was last seen left for dead on a doomed beach. Here they all are, nonetheless. Kallista has gotten some information that Amara is relatively nearby. in a forested area, but cannot detect any immediate forests in the distance that Kallista can see from the height of the walls here. What would you like to do?
Proximus, now would be a good time to.
Yeah, you're gonna go ask for that map.
Yeah.
Oh, I am just here so I don't get fined.
Let's go
What
Hawks.
does that look for? Yeah, go Hawks. I'd like to see if anyone has like a map of. So it doesn't necessarily have to be Runa because she kind of scares me actually. To be fair.
I love that's what you're into.
I mean, yeah, but we have things to do.
Hey, fear and attraction both use the same part of the brain, buddy.
The more you know.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's true, but I'm going to say it.
Hashtag educational.
I hate that I'm just
No,
that
that's not
gullible.
educational.
If you say it with
Listen to
confidence,
shit
Michael
Derek
will
tells you on
believe
the
you.
stream.
Most of it is well informed. That I was just saying. That's something you hear from a pickup artist at a bar, and you're like, "That's not true, is it?" He's like, "What do you mean? My
Tell
name's
me
Duke
more."
Mirage. Everything I say is true."
Duke Mirage.
Castlevania character. Okay,
Oh, my
so
cheeks
if you asked for a map, one would be provided to you. It would be etched in ink on animal skin, so like a tanned hide, and you would see it's a rough concept of a map. You can see that there are several settlements on this island, many of them near the water, although there's a few that are marked closer to the inner parts of the island. Towards the more central part of the island is the keep that you can see in the far distance from where you are right now. And then you can see that there is a forested area that is marked by little tree symbols towards the north. Otherwise, you don't really see any other symbols demarcating any sort of forested areas. You can see that, it's water all around. And I would say there's also a beach towards probably the east, the northeast from where you are, which would be marked with a skull and the serpent, not serpent symbol that you have seen on shields and other iconography.
This is an interesting part. Thank you, and I'll go back to the group sharing the map. Does any of this look familiar? To Kallista. Just holding it up.
I would assume just the trees, probably, so familiar in that regard. Is there any kind of relative scale on this map so she can get some kind of rough idea of, like...
You are here.
Just, like, if the closest bit of woods is, 10 miles away, 50 miles away, like, where... I have a bad feeling if we've decided this is roughly the size of Maryland and it's about 100 feet across, it could be up to 50 miles, knowing that the whole point was get as far away from the shore as possible, but...
Yeah. It is, there is some decent travel involved. This would probably be a couple of days travel on foot, or if you had horses or something else, you might be able to travel a little bit faster than that.
Cool.
Rollerblades.
Yeah, rollerblades, although they are all dirt, mud paths, so rollerblades actually takes you twice the amount of time.
Oh,
Yeah.
difficult terrain.
But you have killer thighs by the end of it.
Yeah,
anyone
no,
who's-
you're
Anyone
3
who's-
points of exhaustion, but your legs look great.
Oh. Anyone
Super
who's been to
defined.
the farm and knows the dirt driveway here,
Oh.
I had rollerblades as a kid.
No.
What?
I tried so hard.
No.
And knee and back problems now.
Unrelated,
Those
clearly.
things cannot be
Those-
related.
No.
No.
No, those two things are completely separate. I don't even know why I brought it up.
It's a HIPAA violation, actually.
Yeah,
The hip
I
violation.
was just gonna say. beat me
There we
to
go.
it.
Derek's not a medical provider.
Oh, that's all, folks. See you next time.
Um. So, have we seen any sign of like horses or domesticated wildebeest or whatever people would normally ride around here?
You've seen mostly people traveling on foot. Yeah, I don't think that you've seen any sort of like. Nobody around here has been riding anything, but I guess I can give this to you. You can see that like deeply embedded into the mud and dirt paths. You can see that there are, hoof prints. So it indicates there might be horses.
Have to get around some way.
I mean, we could just ask someone. But Damira dipped, right?
Scarlett, do you want to talk to her?
Because it went so well the first time.
She said we have free reign of the island, and they seemed sort of nicer than or anyone else has been. So
Runa has been very nice to you. I will note. You just think that she's scary, and
Scary,
that's not
hot.
her fault.
scary
Yeah.
hot, but Runa is the one that said, "Hey, you got to come back to the settlement," and Damira was like,
Oh, we don't like a strong woman all of a sudden. We don't like
Me-
an assistant woman.
"Island
I'll just leave.
Island."
I like to have a choice. You're coming with me. Well, I have a steed, if that is, but Smokey can't carry us all.
No, the math ain't mathin'. Fine.
You are friends with everyone.
I'll go find Runa.
Yeah, Runa, readily available, almost like she was waiting for you.
Ha! Sorry.
Hi, Runa. Excuse me. I was just wondering, if we could like borrow some horses, or I could put down something as collateral. I'm not really in the market to buy because I don't think we're gonna be here that long. But I guess we could and then sell them back.
What would you put down as collateral?
I don't know. How good are your horses? What would you like as collateral? I have this very nice shield that looks like, no, that's not true. Kallista has it back.
You do have a relatively nice shield. I like the symbol on it.
No, not that one. You really wouldn't like it.
It's spicy.
It is very spicy. No, I was thinking of. I have this pretty nice, pearl. I'm gonna hold out the, pearl from the, it wasn't a giant skate. A giant ray that we fought in, I think, Olmborg. I just put
Okay.
that, anyway, it's a pearl of power is what it is.
Oh, that was
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
the size of a
something or
bowling
other.
ball that somehow I should just move it into the bag of holding because that's
it's supposed to be like palm sized, but yeah. The actual magical item is supposed to be like palm sized. Yeah, she takes that out of your hand.
I did not need the collateral, but I will happily take this, thank you. Horses. Yes, I will send word to the keep and have... you are all going?
yeah, I think so. That sounds about right. So 5? Marcus, I forget about him too.
And I will come with you.
So 6.
I will have the horses here before the afternoon.
Do you really need collateral if you're coming with us? Then you know we're not taking off with the horses. Also, it's
I
kind of
told
your
you I did not need collateral, but you offered something, and so I took it. That is the way here. You are new, but I will teach you the hard way.
Okay. We might need to teach you what collateral means, but all right.
I know of collateral damage.
Oh yeah, that's not great either. Okay. I'll see you in a little while then.
May the serpent protect you.
And also with you. I don't know if everyone else is together, but I will rejoin the majority and... Well, I got us some horses. I think we can take them with us. Oh, also Runa's coming. Intends to come.
Anything any of you would like to do before the horses arrive?
I will cast gosh, why do I always blank? Faithful Steed. And have Smokey show up.
Oh yeah. We'll probably have an extra horse, but I think that's not so bad. For reasons.
That was one of the most suspicious uses of quotations I've seen, but okay.
For Amara.
Never mind.
Anyway, can't hurt to have an extra horse. Y'all are weird. I'm gonna go talk to that hot bugbear. We don't need to repeat that out. I just want to have a Winnie makes friends with everyone.
Unfortunately, I did
Oh,
mention
wait
that the
a
hot
minute.
bugbear. Well, no, there were two hot bugbears. I'm so sorry. You're right. Yeah, the hot chef bugbear. Great. Well,
You snooze, you lose.
oh yeah,
Not a
miss 100%
competition.
of the bugbear
Yeah.
shouts you all take.
Winnie has that as
I
a
get- I
tramp
got-
stamp.
I got that long reach for a reason. Okay. It is to Runa's word that the horses arrive before noon. The sun's getting higher in the sky. The mist persists. In fact, it seems to only grow thicker around the island. When you hear the galloping of hooves coming down the path from the keep, and you would see that there are enough horses to carry all of you, plus a bonus, plus they're all led by Damira, also Stradmore of the horses. And they all come to a stop outside of the walls, and Runa gather you all up. We are ready whenever all of you are.
I'm good to go. Mira, it's really nice to see you again.
You too, Winnie. I hope you all don't mind me tagging along.
Why would we? Little Jeffrey waves, probably. I don't think he's gonna go in for a hug. He's still undecided where Damira fits.
That's fair.
We did not get the flashcards out during break.
We could probably use your expertise about the island.
I hear you're looking for something in the woods?
Seemed like a reasonable place to start. That would most likely be the source of those vines. They're far too woody for them to originate in the grasslands around here.
That makes sense. Actually, I don't mean actually as in like, wow, you came up with that, as in like, I'm surprised that none of us have thought of it.
Sometimes an outside perspective is helpful.
Are we looking for anything in particular?
Well, for the moment, we don't seem to actually fully understand why your lady has an interest in us being here, so in the absence of anything else to do, I hold a grudge, and I didn't like those vines.
Fair enough. I don't like them either. so I think we're on the same side.
Seems that way. Did you get to speak to your lady?
Unfortunately, she was away when I arrived at the keep, but fortunately for all of you, you now have someone who can take you exactly where you need to go.
With 2 bodyguards.
What a lovely coincidence.
We'll do our best.
I mean, the more guides, the merrier, really.
So if anyone has played Red Dead Redemption 2, I make sure that I give Smokey some scrubbies and then give him an apple.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Now there's just a random cowboy that walks up and goes, "That's a pretty fine one."
Thank you, sir.
And then for some reason, you just run him down for no reason.
Yeah, on
no,
accident. I accidentally hit the
X
wrong button
way too much,
and I
yes.
shot him.
Yep.
And now I have a bounty out for me. Okay.
It's okay. We can. Yeah, we'll reload. We reload the last save.
I love safe scumming D&D.
Baldur's Gate 3.
I mean,
okay. So,
you're not wrong.
steeds provided to all of you that aren't providing your own. And you know the general path. You have Runa, who is going to lead from the back. You have Damira, who will ride alongside, if not lead you entirely. You have 2 guides provided to you. I guess unless there's anything else you want me to do in camp, you depart camp. You start making your way north. I guess to Liz for Damira, is there any specific direction that you would like to take them? Is there any landmarks or stops along the way? Is there any path that you would like to particularly choose?
So the forest is to the north.
Correct.
The beach that was marked on the map is to the northeast.
Correct.
As
Which
I
there
do
is a
this,
path
which
that would
is-
lead alongside it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that she would... If that's the most direct route, I don't think we'd go out of our way to avoid anything.
Yep.
But also, no one has specifically indicated what we're looking for, so
Mhm.
in my mind, we're just headed to the forest.
Yeah.
So...
Which you know is about, like, on horseback, probably about 2 days travel, which this path that leads towards the northeast and then further north would take you past an encampment as it starts to get dark as well, which wouldn't leave you out in the open.
Perfect then. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Traveling north then. You travel a little bit towards the east. Your path takes you far around. You can see that there are forks in the path branching out that travel upwards towards the keep and then travel around them. You are taking the one towards the right, which travels around the eastern side of this large ruin that sits atop this hill. Let's go ahead and do perception checks, just for, as you are traveling, what you might see.
I have an 11, but I think I know why.
Is it because
Why?
you roll bad?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, my marching spot, I'd like to be towards the back so that I can just either vocally or via message ask Runa about everything. How long have you
Okay.
been here? What's the weather usually like? Like just the whole thing.
I love it.
Yeah, you seem
would,
to
you
get
pervert.
genuine answers. They are curt but informative. There is no over-explaining of anything. You ask a question, you are given the answer. Okay, so I think that's for the 11. For the 13, we'll start our way at the bottom and work our way up. So for Winnie and Proximus, Winnie, as you are chatting Runa up, The two of you would look around again, see just like these seas of grass, the wind cutting through them, where you can see through the mist and see that the grass doesn't grow too tall here. You don't really see any beasts of burden moving about. There's no clear wildlife. Every now and then you might hear the sound of some sort of predatory bird in the sky. Far off, you can still smell the salt from the ocean because you aren't really that far from it. And otherwise, the mist just makes it difficult to see through. But it's also, there is a cold dampness to everything here. But it's also the kind of cold that like only seeps a little bit into your bones. It's not too uncomfortable. For the group of 20s, you would look around, and as you are gazing through these seas of grass, you are seeing the remnants of Cavalon. You are seeing the foundations of stone buildings that no longer stand. You are seeing the remnants of statues that once stood proud. You're seeing these echoes, this graveyard of a civilization which was just left to rot. And I think one of the clearest indicators to what that kingdom left behind is there is a sound that cuts through the sky that is like a predatory bird, but much larger and much... It actually like causes a chill to run down your spine. Kallista, I think you would be the one to identify it most clearly because it is a sound that you have most certainly heard before. It is the call of a griffin. And you might look up and see through the mist this silhouette of this large form, winged and clawed, just soaring through the sky. It doesn't seem to have any intent on you, but you were informed that feral griffins exist on the island left by the Cavalonians. There might be a nest nearby. Your travel is unhindered. The horses travel at a decent pace. Is there anything you all would like to do while traveling forward? Okay.
Bruna, have you had a lot of trouble with griffins, or like befriended them, or
You do not make friends with griffins.
Why not? They're pretty smart, aren't they?
They are incredibly smart, which is why they do not like us.
Oh.
I
So
am
you
not
think you're
one
the bad
for...
guys?
I did not say that. I just said that what I am saying is this was their home.
Uh-huh.
They lost it. They have not realized that yet. It is our home now. They do not like that. People don't like things, don't like when you take their home from them. But if they cannot defend their home, then they do not deserve to have it.
Have you thought about keeping it up a little nicer? Maybe they wouldn't be so angry.
This place suits our needs just fine. We do not
Yeah.
need to...
But there's a difference between like surviving and then there's living. Or like things are nice and not like
Is there a difference?
yeah.
I disagree. I think that surviving is the purest way to live. And I challenge survival every day to take me from this world, and it has not done that yet. And so every night I sleep knowing that I am victorious. If you
mean-
sleep in comfort, have you ever really challenged yourself?
Oh honey, I have. You'd be surprised. But also I bet I laugh a lot more than you do. And it sounds like
Ugh.
maybe I have more my life feels a little more fulfilled. I'm really sorry.
It is
But-
fulfilled with what? Frivolities? In things that make you laugh?
Things can make you laugh that aren't frivolous. Look at she's gonna start to point to Proximus, hesitate, and then swing her finger over to whoever's closer. Closer, it genuinely doesn't matter. They're not frivolous, and they make me laugh all the time.
Mm.
I'm just
They
saying.
do seem somewhat silly.
You would be surprised. But also, like, they've killed a lot of people. They've survived a lot. In defense, not like just randomly killed people. That'd be rude. But you know, like,
I think you and I have very different outlooks on the world, I would think.
I feel like it's like a little, maybe just a wider and a narrower scope, and that's okay, I guess, as long as you're happy. Are you happy, Runa?
Are you asking if I am soft? No.
They are not the same thing. We
They
don't
are.
need to... Okay, the next, like, 6 hours, Winnie is
It's
going
just
to...
Winnie trying to bring joy.
Yeah, Winnie's manifesto to Runa about how they are not the same.
Sorry, in my head, this is like bringing a like legit, historically accurate, like just got done raiding Lindisfarne Viking to Disney World and being like, okay, don't kill the people in costume. And it's just like the struggle of holding a bloody axe and being like, huh? No, that's Peter Pan. You can't kill Peter Pan. Yeah, you can kill Peter Pan.
And I will pull from, like, I'm not gonna say, like, who else was there, because that's not my story, but I'll be like, yeah, so, like, when I was in hell, or whatever. That sort of.
Mhm.
But we certainly don't need to roll 6 hours. Check out Sword and Key After Dark.
Yeah, we'll save that for a one shot. Winnie trying to convince someone of joy. Okay. There are several hours that go by traveling, perhaps in conversation, otherwise just taking in the nature around you. And it does seem to have, this island has a quiet to it that isn't always inherently peaceful. Sometimes that quiet is so crushing in a certain way where it feels like something's being kept out. You can feel the breeze, you can see the breeze moving through the grass, and yet you don't, it doesn't seem to fill your lungs the way that it should. It's like there's a pall which is being held over this island. And as you travel down this path and you get closer to the ocean, you can see over a cliffside far off in the distance, again obscured by the mist and far beyond where you can see the crashing of waves, you can see the great silhouette of another one of those stones that has been erected into the ocean. Continuing to travel down that path, getting closer to the ocean, closer to the shore, closer to a beach, as you kind of crest down into a slight valley, you look out and see where the land has plateaued somewhat and then transitions downwards to where there is another black stone rocky beach similar to the other ones that you have seen. And it's there that we're going to carry over the perception checks. Looking out, you would see something that I trying to think how to describe this. Well, please use your safety cards if you need to. Looking out on the beach, you can see that there are several posts which have been set into the surf, further out into the water, where you imagine these are probably about 20 feet above the ocean themselves, and it's not necessarily the highest tide, but these posts are straight with a crossbeam, and hanging off that crossbeam are cages, metal cages that hang above the ocean. You're at a distance now, but you can see that there are figures, unmoving but humanoid, in those cages. For Scarlett and Kallista, Damira, you've seen this plenty of times. But for Scarlett and Kallista, your eyes would then travel downwards to see the rocky beach where there are stakes that have been placed into the water. into the stone, rather, as the tide is moving back. And you can see that attached to those stakes are chains, and at the far end of those chains are other unmoving humanoid figures. And I think Proximus, even with, you're 13, you would know that this is probably on the map where you saw that symbol of the skull and the serpent, not serpent.
Are those the bodies from last night?
As you look at them, you actually see that the coloration on them, it's colors you've seen before. They don't appear to be Northmen. They appear to be Nerians.
Mm.
And not just Nerians, but you can see that there are the colors of others from around the area. There's others from that similar colors you might have seen when you were in Lorefall. Number of sailors, most of them Nerian. All of them unmoving. All of the ones that are attached by chains to the stakes that are in the rocks are all trying. They all seem like they stopped moving when they were trying to get as far away from the water as possible.
Winnie's just
Damira-
chattering away about something inappropriate and superficial. And she doesn't see it.
Damira, this is some interesting decor you keep around here.
Well, surprisingly, most of this was already here when we arrived.
Really?
Mm. We weren't the first people on this island, I'm sure you noticed. And unfortunately, I don't have much sway over the one who runs the island.
Your lady does not run the island? She is not.
Well, I didn't say that, but...
Oh.
Oh, so she just doesn't value your opinion or your input.
Yeesh.
This is true. This is true. She has her own thoughts and opinions about things, and mine are inconsequential. to
What
her
are
plans.
yours?
Truly, it's abhorrent.
I would love to do a little insight check and feel like if she's just trying to... If Damira is actually thinks this is abhorrent or is just trying to talk to the person wearing religious iconography and downplay it.
It's valid.
Jeez.
So, Liz, if you're cool with that, this would be contested insight versus either deception or perception. You do not have to say which. Or intimidation, if you also like to get a point across that way. That one I feel like will be clearer.
I got a 21 on my insight.
And I got a 24 on my perception.
Okay. On perception?
That is what you said.
Sorry, either so you're getting your point across. So either deception or persuasion or intimidation.
23 on persuasion then.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Wait, what's your charisma score?
Don't worry about it.
Terrifying is what it is.
Wait a second.
Don't worry about it.
I'm sure it's totally normal and fine.
asking questions is not going to lead to anything good here, bud. Okay.
The D&D experience.
So, Jenn, then with Kallista getting a lower number, I leave that to you how you take that. But I would say that there is a level of Damira appearing persuasive.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
I would interpret that as it seeming genuine to her. So we'll just continue on.
Okay.
Derek, can I use my divine sense?
Sure.
Once we get like within 60 feet. As a bonus action, you can this because it's changed a little bit now.
Mm-hmm.
So as a bonus action, you can open your awareness to detect celestial, fiend, and undead for the next 10 minutes, or until incapacitated. You can see the location of any creatures of those type within 60 feet.
Okay.
Within the feet, you can detect the presence of a place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated with a hallow spell.
Well, I don't think Kallista counts as undead anymore. I think we passed by that particular marker.
Just a couple days.
Yeah.
The
Still
smell of
surprising when he
sulfur
hasn't
has gone
offered.
away.
Yeah, when he hasn't offered the tonic of chaos to Damira yet. That's okay. We'll build
I
up to
forgot that we were on land and that was my thing, so it's coming.
it. Great.
Still early.
This is still our first day traveling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. As you focus your energy outwards towards the beach, you do not pick up on anything except for the fact this area in particular feels incredibly desecrated. In the sense that maybe it wasn't necessarily hallowed to a certain point, unless you want to consider that all natural places of beauty might be considered hallowed by those who revere nature. But even that has been stripped away, and there is something darker here. Not necessarily fiendish, but something that does lend itself towards a more antithetical to the persistence of life cause. So whether you call that evil or not that's up to interpretation. I think to Proximus that would be considered evil and thereby desecrated. Other than that, the thing that you pick up on is that Runa triggers as undead. And so you get that sense and look back to see Winnie just like absolutely just having the time of her life and chatting up Runa.
We're besties. Does that show up on your radar? I think not.
It weirdly does.
It's like a golden chain linked to an undead. Yeah. No, yeah. Proximus would 100% keep it to himself.
Okay.
This was once a beautiful place. Interesting how it's used now.
Do we get close enough that Winnie would eventually see what's going on? Or what?
Oh yeah,
blinded by friendship.
Yeah. So
Super
Winnie,
possible.
you're doing that. You're doing the Ellie Statler at the beginning of Jurassic Park, where she's just like talking to Jeff Goldblum's character, and then
The head turn.
somebody, little Jeffrey grabs your head and just turns.
By the chin.
Yeah, he's like, hey, not the time.
Is it possible to, especially if I can hear Damira say it's from before they got here and stuff, to kind of get a gauge on like how old the pages and spikes look? Also, I'm absolutely picturing the Mass Effect spike. Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are they super pitted and choked with seaweed and like muscle? I'm guessing not, since you said it's all kind of devoid of life, but super rusty, like been there a super long time, or is this still?
Yeah, go ahead and do an investigation check since you are looking for the specific details. Clues of their age.
I would like to give myself a +5 with Flash of Genius, just preemptively.
You're like, oh yeah, I'm good at this.
It was a 24, that'll make it a 29.
Ooh, dang.
Okay. This is one of those, the question isn't going to lead to anything good situations, where you quickly reason that you are right next to a rather briny area of ocean. These cells, these cages, seem to be made of iron. The wood is something that would be weathered and, like you said, pitted to the point where the fact that these are still standing means that they are maintained and replaced with some regularity.
I think maybe that Flash of Genius comes from actually sending little Jeffrey closer. I don't know exactly how far away we are, but if I could like send him out to scout,
Yeah.
and if possible, get a little flask of water from the like a tide pool, or I don't know what the surf is like, but
I think the other thing that would lend this to not being an ancient thing or being a more recent thing is that several of the bodies that you see here in the cages or bound to the chains, they are, I should note, the ones that are bound to the chains are bound with an iron stake. They are not chained around a part of them. It is a something has been driven through them, not lethally. So they were
just to hold them in place.
Yes.
Oh no, I had you. I was with you
great.
the whole time.
The ones in the cages, they, as little Jeffrey is looking at them with this investigation, you don't also see any immediate wounds on them. They seem to have died from something that did not cause physical harm. And they also don't seem to have died necessarily from like starvation or thirst. There was something else that ripped them from this mortal coil. And again, those... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, since I'm looking through little Jeffrey's eyes, I feel like I can only ask one thing, and I think I'm going to... Is there anything identifiable or like a badge or a crest or anything like indicating any of these? I'm sure I don't recognize them, but like anything that someone else might recognize as like an individual's thing.
So more than just like where they're from, but like who this individual might be?
Yeah, or like a captain's, like some sort of identifying signet ring or something.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, because again, a lot of these people are dressed in Nerean garb. The colors are faded from the weathering and age, but you also see that there are like a few sailors that you might know are from Anoth, some from Neshra, even a few that appear elven. I think it is on one of the elven sailors that you do see a signet ring hanging off of a rather well worn away finger.
Look, he's got chonky fingers, so if little Jeffrey has to take the whole thing, I understand. I'd rather he didn't, but rather just...
He unfortunately does take the whole finger as it snaps off brittle.
Just toss it in the bag. Bag of hold, yes.
Just how?
He pops his finger off, flips it in the air, and catches it in his mouth like fucking popcorn.
And then dabs. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sad dab.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
A dab of respectful mourning. That's his culture.
A sentence that is never before and never again will be uttered.
I'm immediately going to forget it ever happened.
Don't say never.
Oh Lord.
And
So yeah, and also as he. So let's see. Because you did roll relatively high, I would say that you are able to reason that the ones in cages and even the ones on the beach died from fear, which we would translate maybe as psychic damage. And I can't remember if there was something else, but as he does go to collect water from the tide pool, just a little bit of water that's been left as the tide has gone out, he does note that there is a small crustacean-like creature. To call it a crab is perhaps an insult to crabs, as the thing seems to be somewhat mutated, and does kind of scuttle out and then starts scuttling towards one of the bodies on the beach, but stops to look at Jeffrey and extends out this like bifurcated claw that just makes this very sharp, almost like the metal shears when they go shh, it makes like that kind of noise at little Jeffrey, who's kind of hovering in the air, and then scuttles off.
Jeffrey will shake his fist. Not Winnie, you understand. I'm just an observer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jeffrey will shake his fist.
Mechanical were shark yells at crab.
Yeah. I love him. Yeah, we walking and talking, or have we like stopped to snack?
I think there was a stop to be like, whoa, what the fuck is this? But you all would remain on horseback unless there's any investigation you all wanted to do. So if you are viewing this from afar, then you would continue along your way unless any of you did want to stop for any other particular reasons.
I'm just gonna keep looting the dead respectfully if the longer we paused, so.
Neat.
Or like
Wish that
waterproof containers, like what do you call like not wet bags, that's gross. Like sealskin.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. No, we're meat bags, that's different.
Well,
You know, like what you
We're not
call them?
dry meat, so.
No,
Jen,
that
I
is
watched you fight to unmute there.
dry bags.
You were trying so hard, bud. That was so good. I saw it working.
Shut up, Derek! Nobody else saw it. You didn't have to point it out.
Okay, this is all online. We can clip any of it.
I did drop a marker,
Okay.
don't worry. A dry bag is what I was looking for, like an
Yeah,
oil
yeah.
skin,
Yeah.
whatever. Other than that, I'm good and don't need to do anything else.
Yeah, I think even the signet ring was kind of it stood out because most of everything else has been taken off. Like even their boots have been taken off these guys. Like the raiders don't leave a lot.
No, that makes
God
sense.
Damn it, LG. You didn't need to reboot that badly.
It's really good.
That was good, Kayla.
Call back.
I'll pour out a little of my my better. I think it's whiskey. I'll check my character sheet, but
Like
My
pour some
better-
out for the homies?
I'm gonna because this look like fuck the Empire, but also this is a terrible way to go.
This is a more appropriate pour one out for the homies than the last one we did, so I
Yeah.
feel like
and
this is fine.
also like
Do
Winnie.
you all forget that Scarlett used to do this? Also,
Yes,
On a
Winnie
much
has
smaller
shoved
scale.
that into a
I'm
tiny
just saying.
compartment.
I'm just saying.
And
like,
it was either that or take the entire crew, okay?
And doesn't anymore, and it's important to recognize.
Yeah,
growth.
yeah.
There's been growth, but also like Proximus said that like this used to be a beautiful one, so it's also for the land and like.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you don't understand her little sea elf trying to get with the dwarven religion thing doesn't
Proximus
mean it's
said
not
nothing.
important to.
Just so you know.
Oh, I thought you said it used to
No,
be
that
beautiful
was-
here once.
No. Proximus said that, yeah. But
Yeah.
Proximus didn't say anything to you pouring out whiskey.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just,
no.
Me, Mikyl, said,
no.
oh, you really pouring one out for the homies?
Yes, Winnie is.
Okay. Just making sure.
Okay. Is this a religious sort of thing for Hanseath?
Technically, yeah.
Do you want to roll a religion check? At disadvantage.
Ooh.
Does anyone want to tell me why I have +11?
Because religion is an intelligence skill.
Intelligence, yeah.
Which
Be
is
able to
why
read-
my religion
It's 'cause
is
you're so
low.
smart.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay.
so smart, okay?
Interesting. I don't think I
It's
realized
different between like
that before.
spirituality and religiosity.
Mhm.
Interesting. Huh.
Derek.
Oh no.
So I
what
rolled
happened
poorly,
was-
but
How
It's-
poorly?
well, it might not matter because what I'm going to ask is it's 4 advantages to a crit. Is that right? I think I have it pinned.
Sure, probably, maybe.
Okay, I have 6. Might
Okay.
be 5. It is 5. I would like to make a crit and then use that crit. If possible, which would give me a 31.
Right now?
Yeah.
On this?
On this?
I just want to make sure that we're clear. This is what you want to use a crit for?
It's
Yeah.
tracks. This absolutely
Yeah,
tracks.
All right.
one
It's
hundo.
So real.
Okay. All right. I'm here for it. I love the chaos.
I still have an advantage.
Derek is contemplating. I love this.
Okay, so it's a,
There can
it's
be
a
a delayed
31.
reaction. Yeah.
Okay.
She knows Hansi does not give a shit about sea elves. She feels that in her core.
So, Woody, you go to pour one out and then just like ride along, right? Okay.
With little Jeffrey. Like, I'm calling him back, obviously.
I think if this were a film, the camera would cut away to the trickle of whiskey, almost like a Ridley Scott-esque shot of it flowing across the tops of the stones, not seeping in, but this rocky shore and trickling downwards and downwards, taking every advantageous path to where it persists, losing some of its substance, but maintaining until it finds its way to the mouth of one of the bodies that is far down on the shore that is staked there. And by divine happenstance, it finds its way into the mouth of that fallen sailor. Winnie, you're still talking to Runa and just kind of chatting up.
Yeah.
There is a brief moment where your conversation is interrupted, where you stop talking and you're not sure why, and it's mid-sentence, but you hear a voice that is whispered from the mouth of that dead sailor, but echoes specifically only to your ears. And it just says, "Run!" Still happy you crit?
That's a good question. Yeah, Liz knows. I'm gonna look around and see if anyone else is reacting to that, and guessing no.
No, Runa actually turns and like has a furrowed brow. You are asking my favorite, what, bird, fish, color? You stopped mid-sentence. Why did you do this?
Do you ever just sort of lose your place in the world for a second? And like you gotta flip back to where... Can you read?
Yes.
Okay. So like when you're... Anyway. So yeah, who's your favorite, Beastie Boy? Isn't that werewolf band that's like super popular right now?
I thought they were construct apes, some sort of brass monkeys?
Yeah. If I've never thrown up on a horse before. Hang on.
Oh.
When he's gonna be a little horse sick. which is funny because horses can't throw up. Anyway.
Oh.
Hashtag educational.
Yeah, the horse just goes, oh, jealous.
Oh no.
I just want a whole bunch of brass monkey-like golems
Mm-hmm.
that rap.
Yeah, well, it's got to be 3 of them that do like the see no evil, or hear no, or, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, but then they end up rapping.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Your travels take you far down the path, far away from where you were, an entire day's worth of travel. The keep can still be seen. It is massive, but can be seen towards your south now in the far off distance. And as the light fades, as the sun is dipping closer and closer towards the western horizon, you can see in the near distance now are torches being lit around another fortification. This fortification is not set directly next to the water, but seems to have a drawbridge and seems to be near a smaller river that cuts through. If anything, it appears to be a fortification that probably predates the Northerners taking this island, and has been somewhat maintained, but in a ramshackle sort of fashion, where we're not going to use stone and mortar, but we'll, patch things up with wood and, bits of detritus that we find. And unhindered, you make your way into the keep across the drawbridge. You see that there are similarly dressed but different faced Northerners all moseying about. There are others who are manning the walls. You can see that there are ballista on the walls here. This fortification seems to be much more well protected than the one you were at before. And you can even see that there are some standing structures, not just like wooden structures, buildings, not just tents here. And some of the stone fortifications, stone buildings that exist here still as well. As the sun sets in earnest, there is no color left in the sky. It is not one of those evenings that gives you pinks and golds. It is one of cold teals and blues before it fades into black. What would all of you like to do?
Because Jen, I was like, I don't remember. I'm Jen. I didn't get to see the map. When Kallista got to look at the map, and while we were getting to this point, can we see trees? Can we see the trees from where we are stopping right now, or is that still too far off?
Still be another day's worth of travel.
Okay.
So, yeah, no clear forestry anymore.
Cool. Kallista's just sitting somewhere quietly for the night until it's time to go to sleep. She's not doing or saying much of anything else.
All right, anything anyone wanted to do this night? I should say bedding is provided to you. You may take a long rest.
The
This
only...
music change.
I'm sorry, Michael.
Say that again, Michael.
The music change got me. So
Oh.
No. It's mumbling
Fine.
to myself.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Before we go to bed, I would like to do Divine Sense again,
Mhm.
as we're in this kind of open area, if you will.
Okay. What's the range on it?
60 feet?
60? Okay, and it's Celestial Fiend Undead?
Mm-hmm.
And then Hallowed or Desecrated.
Right.
No Fiends, no Celestials. You, again, detect Runa, as well as several others. It's not everyone in here.
Mhm.
And even as you're like looking around, they don't look like zombies. They don't look like vampires. They look mundane. Some are humans, half-elves. There's a Goliath. All humanoids, but all trigger undead. And even as you're looking at them, they seem to be breathing or pretending to breathe. There doesn't seem to be like this obvious undeath about them, and yet they are pinging loud and clear. And I think as an aura around them almost, and emanating out from the banners which bear the symbol of the serpent, not serpent, even stretching to the far reaches down as this keeps its top slightly a cliff, and down there's long ships which are beached not too far away. The sails on those also bearing the symbol of the thing that Krakens fear. Each of those symbols and those beings seems to radiate an aura of desecration. That this is the antithesis of life. It is counterintuitive to what Proximus holds most important.
Very uneasy.
Is Damira available, or is Damira gone off else?
Oh no, I would say she's definitely available. Honestly, she probably came in, put her horse to bed, and found a campfire somewhere in like the center of the keep.
I know it's not. That really sounded like a metaphor, though.
Putting her horse to bed?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry,
the horse
can't. Gotta
definitely
put
goes
my
in
horse
the
to bed.
stable. I gotta wash my hair. Sorry.
Yeah. Gotta clean my purse.
Can't.
The amount of times that Eva tells me that, I'm just like, okay, Jesus. Gotta put the horse to bed.
I get it. Jeez.
I'm going to come up with, I guess, little Jeffrey, and I don't. Well, I think I know, because Runa was saying that like not a lot of people around here, so I don't know how trade has been and whatnot, but I wondered maybe if it had been a long time since you had a nice drink or something, and I've got some that I could share if you're interested.
I think I'm definitely interested. Most of the things we have on the island are things someone has made here, and it's not...
Okay, I'm gonna be real honest. Most of the stuff I made on the ship, so it doesn't sound like a big difference, but I've only had good reviews. I have some cider. I might have a little bit of ale. Mostly I do like liquors and ciders.
What kind of ale? And like, by the way she leans in, you can tell it's been a really long time since Damira has had a good, strong dwarven ale.
Well, I got good news for you. If I have any kind of ale, it's probably gonna be dwarven. She probably made it, but it's probably a dwarven recipe.
Amazing.
So she'll pass a flask. Feels weird, but
What else are you gonna carry it in?
yeah,
Yeah.
she'll pass it over. Or you could suck it out of little Jeffrey's tooth, one or the other.
No, that's
I'm so sorry. I
definitely-
thought beer skin was going to be the worst thing that you said in that 10-second span, and you proved me wrong.
Got
real quick.
worse.
Surprise!
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
Jen knows.
I
I'll do.
I feel like just knowing who Damira is, she's gonna smell it before she takes a drink
Ooh,
out of
yeah.
this
Smart.
flask.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I need to roll to try to determine if there is something weird going on here?
I'm happy to roll if you want like a quality check, Derek, but I wouldn't have done anything nefarious to it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll say that above table, like.
Yeah, Liz, if you still want Damira to be like cautious about
Yeah.
what she imbibes. I would say that's maybe a medicine check, or it could be
Oh,
investigation.
Okay. Ah, jeez. Neither of those are good.
And I would have
But-
had proficiency when I made it with throwing.
All right. That's a 16 investigation. So, all right.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, I think if anything, it stings your nose with quality, as opposed to something that would be like, if there is poison in this, maybe it's worth it.
She's hidden it really well. All right. Yeah. We'll go ahead and we'll drink some of that. Absolutely.
Cheers!
Indeed. Oh.
I'm happy to just sit and vibe. I just thought you might want a drink.
I think, like, after a couple of minutes of just kind of like passing it back and forth, I think Damira kind of leans over and just kind of leans her weight into Winnie.
Mm-hmm. Like drunk girls in the bathroom? Because Winnie will super lean back.
Kind of. Definitely, like, if that's the vibe, I think Damira's probably playing it up. She's definitely not drunk, but
Oh yeah, sure.
definitely think she's more relaxed than you've seen her yet. So how's it been out there?
It's been busy and not great. And then sometimes there's some like good things. And then it's been not great again. Eula's dead. I don't know what your like contract with her was, or if you were just like there. But yeah, well, she's not really dead. She's kind of a god thing, but she's not. The Fen's gone. She's not there anymore. We don't know where she is, which is bad. And let's see. We made the Empire mad. I think they're just mad at everybody though, because they're taking over all over the place. We went to Hell, and then we went to the Shadowfell, and we spent like a day in the Feywild, but I don't know if that was one of our days or like their days. That was one of the better times. But there was still a lot of fighting. But I was booped on the nose by a fairy, and that was pretty neat. Literally, that was not a metaphor either. But yeah, the world's getting kind of messy. It seems like you have a pretty good, like, fortified place here. That's smart.
I think that's probably the best that can be said for it. Truly.
Yeah, a little festive market might spruce the place up a little bit. Got some pretty, like, serious people around here. Do you have, like, festivals or anything?
They do have their own festivals, yes.
Oh, that's good. We just came at, like, a serious...
In between time, yeah. How is Scarlett? Truly.
Better, I think. She's not as, like, hurt and angry, and it was not good, her working with Eula. She couldn't really do things on her own. Now she's got a little more, like, she was not great after that whole adventure thing. Like, I didn't know all the details and stuff, but everyone's a pretty big blow, I think.
I don't think any of us who survived that particular adventure came away unscarred.
Didn't think so. I don't know what that was all about, but it weren't very many of you.
No.
Why didn't you come back to the Fen? I mean, I don't blame you, because, like, the whole Ula's a evil kraken goddess is sort of... But...
It was... easier to stay dead. And I think Damira actually does kind of give like a little sideways smile when she says that, to the point where like you're not really sure if she actually means that or if she means it metaphorically speaking.
That's the fun thing about this world, is could go either way. I mean, it's not so easy to build a whole new life either, though. Like, you've got a lot going on here. Seems like.
I don't know that I'd say that.
Okay, but like maybe start a knitting club or something. Like, there really seems to be a gap around here, and I'm not sure exactly what it is, but the people need something.
There's not many sheep on this island. I don't know if you've noticed.
That would be a problem, but like a good thing to import. Griffins might eat the sheep, so okay, maybe something.
Griffins might eat the sheep. Thank you for taking care of her.
She's always looked out for me. Best friends. She's less spicy than she used to be. But she still kicks some ass, so I guess it could go.
Oh, well, that's no surprise.
But usually it's people who deserve it now. I mean, she never kicked my ass, but you know what I mean.
Do you deserve it?
You know what? Sometimes I do. Yeah. I should probably have my ass kicked a lot more than I do, so... if I'm being honest. Is this your plan, though? Like, if you don't do a whole lot, like, are you just gonna stay here? Or, like, there's a whole, like, big world out there? I hear Labyrinthia is nice.
Do I know anything about that island? You said it's nearby, right? Near-ish?
No, not really.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I thought.
No, you're good.
I do think she said
the map.
Yeah.
Labyrinthia is known as the home to minotaurs. So there's the great city of Labyrinth.
I'm really glad that my English was like, yeah, Labyrinthia sounds like a fucking labyrinth. Amazing.
Yeah. So that's like the main Minotaur island. It has been colonized for quite some time by the Nereians, and it kind of exists on the eastern side. I have to every time eastern side of Validus, where like the Nereians have kind of fully taken over a lot of the islands to the east of them and are now expanding west.
And the rest of the party know that about the Nereians and Labyrinthia, I think, or no?
That's pretty common knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, it's so close. I kind of figured.
It's been there for a while. Yeah.
You know, I'm sure it is. Lovely. I've never
except for the whole fire thing.
They do tend to put a damper on things. Unfortunately.
Rune is a piece of work, huh? What a chatty Cathy.
I think Damira kind of like looks over her shoulder looking for her. She's like, is she? No? Really?
Is she right behind me?
It's like 100 feet away, sitting on the far edge of a fire, but staring, just
Definitely
unblinking into the back of your head.
looking.
Sharpening a knife without looking.
Yeah. Damira definitely like points over your shoulder.
Shut up all day. Very welcoming.
Good. Good.
I'll drink of water though. Anyway. Damira partner? Or see it?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, not everyone's cup of tea. That's valid. Also, I can see how your dating pool might be a little lacking.
It's a little. Yeah. Yeah. Especially when you all work together and you know,
Yeah.
it's, yeah.
Doesn't stop all of us, apparently, but. See, it's times like when I say stuff like that, I should really get my ass.
Ah.
More ale?
Please. Until bedtime.
Yeah. I am happy to just have Winnie sit there and shoot the shit with Damira. Unless there's anything else, Liz, you specifically talk about.
I don't think so.
That's it for me for the night. Besides looking over the ring and stuff. Casually.
Anything from anyone else? All right. Let's see. Presuming then you all go to sleep.
Terrifying when you ask that, but probably yes.
I just making sure nobody's like keeping watch. You are in a well-guarded area, but just checking to see if there is anybody who is staying awake or doing anything in the night. Well, I know some people trance, stuff like that. So just wanted to check in with that.
Yeah, you get 4 hours of my night where you can just stab me in the back. That's fine. Coup de grace, coup d'etat, whatever.
All right then. While just want to check on one thing. Okay, cool. While sleeping, then, Damira, I need a wisdom saving throw from you, please.
That's interesting. Okay.
Higher on the beer check.
Yo. Well, shit. Well, all right, I'll take that. That's a 19 on the die with my big old +0 modifier. So it's a 19. Not bad.
Great. No psychic damage then, as I think this is an experience that you have had more and more frequently as the years have gone by. As while sleeping, you are wrenched away to that dark, abyssal, oppressive place. That place that you know is at the bottom of some unknowable ocean, a place that you could never pinpoint on a map. And in this darkness, where the pressure at the depths that you know that you are in makes you unable to even blink. You don't find it hard to breathe here in the sense that it's hard to breathe the water, but hard to literally move your lungs, although you've figured out long ago that you don't need to. This is, while it feels like dying, it is not death. And you can feel this thing swirling around you, as it has so many times before. And that voice echoes out in the depths like a bad joke of whale song. She's back, is she?
Oh, is this a conversation?
It can be.
So sorry.
It has been before.
She's here.
And you're still clear on your purpose?
Yes.
So that was all just a ruse then, with the drink and the laughter? Or are you forgetting?
No.
Or worse, are you remembering?
How could I forget? But also, we can't have them just exploring the island, doing what they want. And I can't have them looking too closely.
I need to be clear that they will never leave this island. They cannot. Whatever it takes, this is where they end.
Crystal clear.
Do you have any doubt?
In myself or in you?
If it is either, kill it now. Let it die, the way so many other things have. Leave it behind on that beach. The Damira that was can never be again. You are something greater now, and your purpose is greater. Don't let the dead wrench themselves back, because they will drag you down and never let you back up. And these people who were your friends, they are already dead.
Damira doesn't say anything. She just nods.
Very good.
The rest of your sleep is fraught, but still you experience the benefits of a full rest. If anything, when you awaken, it seems like this experience, which took minutes maybe, has actually been the expanse of hours. And as you awaken in the morning, you cough up just a little bit of that black ink, as you have done many times before. Kallista, when you awaken, I guess I should ask this. What sleeping arrangements would Kallista look for? Is she looking for a cot? Is she looking for just a bed of straw on the ground? Like, how comfortable is Kallista looking to get?
Until this exact moment when I'm recognizing how terrible this is about to be, she would just be on the ground on a bedroll or something.
Okay. You awaken, and I think what you've picked up a lot is that, especially where you are right now in this fortification, the floor is mortared cobblestone. So there's no plant life around. There's no trees. There's no green in this space. You know that there's the grass outside, but it's, again, like in the place you were before, but even more so now, there has been purposeful intent to clear any flora from this greater area. And yet, as you awaken in your bedroll and you open your eyes, split out of the stone, as if it had to fight its way in front of where you would open your eyes, you look and you see a purple flower. It's wolf's bane. Is it aconitum? I'm gonna guess. Monk's Hood is another name for it. Would you... Okay, so there's a few things we could do with this. I'm thinking this is probably going to be survival, or if anything, it's nature. And I need a... I'm trying to think if there's another one. You know that there are meanings to different flowers, different natural things. And so you're trying to determine like almost the poetic nature of what this flower means. So it feels like intelligence, but also could be charisma. So I'm going to say nature. If you want to sell me on something else, I'm open to hearing that, as I'm brain farting on all the skills right now, weirdly enough.
Could I make an argument for that is one of the things that every time Amara would be doing their druid crafting of flowers, that they would be explaining the meaning of the different flowers, and so this is something
Sure.
that like I'm familiar with because of that.
Sure. In that case, we could do history as well.
Perfect. Yeah. It's a 16 on the die. I don't think I'm going to get any better than that, so...
Okay.
And I have a +0, so 16, but...
You remember back to a time when Amara is doing Druidcraft, and they're explaining that, there's some people who, they like to put particular meanings to different sorts of flowers and different sorts of things that just grow in the ground. And, it's like another language. And of course you speak to plants, and, I can do that. And plants got their own language, but also like understanding what they mean. It's important, because some people, if you ever run into like Fae or something like that, sometimes they speak the language of flowers, and giving them a certain flower can have like another meaning. And all of a sudden, you've sold your bloodline down the river, and it's a whole big ordeal. So, like some of these mean like love and affection. Some of them mean like regret and sorrow. And they look down, and there's a bit of wolfsbane growing out of the ground. And this one's interesting. It's got a funny name for wolfsbane, but don't keep really wolves away much as far as I'm aware. Monk's Hood as well, although I ain't never seen any monks wearing it. This one's kind of funny because, it's funny when a flower means fear. Like why does a flower mean to be scared? But this one, it's kind of a stress signal, if anything. Means something you should be scared of, but maybe that's why wolves are scared of it, but they're not. Werewolves, maybe? I don't know. I think that's silver. It ain't silver though, it's purple. It's real nice. I like the color. Anyway, I ain't scared of you, so here's some wolfsbane. They would hand it over. But now as you
love your
look up,
Amara so much.
now as you look up with your sleepy eyes, you see the symbol of fear growing out of the ground.
She will kind of like gently take a hold of it, and then it's weird because Kallista's not like a delicate, dexterous, anything, kind of person, but there is like this very gentle way in which she will pluck that to like keep it as intact as possible. And is just going to kind of spin it around in her fingers a little bit. And it's just like very quietly kind of like to herself, but still kind of almost kind of talking to the flower. It's just like, you don't need to be scared. I'm going to come help you. It's going to be okay. And she'll sit there for a minute with it, and then she's going to pull out that notebook and flip to a new page and write today's date in it and very carefully lay it out to start pressing it in there.
As the dawn rises on what will be the second day of your travels, and your horses are prepared for you to ride out again with your rest provided to you, I think that is where we will end for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us for another session of Horizons Call. I am Derek Sword, to use he, him pronouns. I have been your GM for this game, your game master, as well as your GC, your guiding compass, as we navigate the treacherous seas of Damaris and beyond. Special thank you to Liz for joining us as a special guest for this episode. Liz will be back next time in 2 weeks. For another session of Horizons Call. And until then, I want to have these lovely people say more about themselves and where you can find more of them. Then we'll do some channel stuff and we will wrap up for the night. Right up at the top again, this game is in support of Feeding America, and you can donate to that important cause to add some incentives to our game at any time. So you don't have to donate while you're playing, you can donate midweek, and that incentive can still go forward. So whether it's a crit advantage, a black spot to make things more complicated, all these things and more are provided to you. Check out that link on in chat as well as on our socials, and then beacons.ai/swordandkey, which I'll talk about more here in just a minute. But again, before the channel stuff, let's go ahead and go around. Liz, where can we find more of your lovely self?
Hello, friends. I'm Liz. I'm here. Sword and Key is the only channel that I currently stream on, so you can catch me here in 2 weeks, reprising my role as Damira, who's hopefully not as evil as everybody is starting to think that she is. You can find me on Itch. I write solo journaling games over there. And that's about it. BlueSky, those are really the only 2 places you can find me, but I'm not really up to a whole lot right now, so I'll be here.
Fantastic. I do highly recommend the games that Liz has written. There's some great solo journaling games as well as some other stuff. It's all really, really fun, so highly recommend checking those out. Next up is Eva.
That's me. Hi, hello, I'm Eva. You can find me here Saturdays for Horizons Call as Weenie, and oftentimes Sunday mornings, Pacific time, for a variety of games. Tomorrow specifically is Anik and Eva's Chaotic Playthrough, where Anik and I play a 2-player game called Mars Colony. Will it be a one-shot? God knows. But it's going to be extremely science fiction-y and political. Anik is going to be the, quote, savior. That makes sense all of a sudden. And I am going to be every single other person. And also the planet, I think, so.
I was gonna say, you're the problem at that point.
It's me, I'm the problem. So that should be interesting. We'll see how that goes. Otherwise you can find me behind the scenes doing a lot of production work.
Including for this game. So special thank you to Eva for the incredible production work that helps this game be a thing. Next up is Mikyl.
Hey fam, I'm Mikyl. You can find me at Mikyl Sandoval, Mikyl Sandoval, on Instagram and BlueSky, mainly on the Sword and Key Discord channel. So come check us out. I'm on there most often. I do some art, throw up some things. Not actually throw up. I literally just post them as I draw them. Anyway, you can find me there. Also, there is, working on some art. Don't know what that is. So I'll be posting there. Also, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, I'll be on Dex's channel playing a clone in the Star Wars series that they have on that channel. And that's about it. That's all I got. I'm just kind of chilling.
Love to have you here while you're chilling. Mikyl does do the artwork for this game as well as many other games that have been on and currently on Sword and Key. Special thank you to him. Check out his artwork. Again, he has that dedicated channel on the Sword and Key Discord. And then, of course, Mikyl just shouted out his socials as well. So check those out. And we're very appreciative of the incredible Horizons Call artwork. Next up is Kaila.
Hi, hello, my name is Kaila. I've been your Siren Storm Sorcerer Scarlett Shores, who's having an existential crisis. It's fine. It's great. I am a Sword and Key exclusive. When I am not here playing D&D, I am writing my Sapphic Hockey romance, so you can check the link in chat if you would like to read that for free. And if you didn't know, you can download AO3 files onto your e-readers. Congratulations. Now you know this.
Fantastic. Next up is Jenn.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm Lozelda in places. I'm also Long Dog Dice in places. I currently have a pretty open commission queue, so if you want custom dice for your character, send me a message. Tell me all about them. I want to hear all the juicy lore and detail. So many people apologize for word dumping. I was like, no, you didn't tell me enough. Give me everything, and it makes me very excited. So I do a lot of that, and then I've been streaming Hades over on my channel in between doing co-working things of working on dice. I seem to have just two sides to the coin, Hades and dice. That's what you get from me. So there you go. Anyways, find me in the places. I do the things. Buy the dice.
Fantastic. Special thank you to all these incredible people. Special thank you to you in the audience for watching, for donating, for being a part of our 6-season plus game. I'm Derek Sword, AC in pronouns. If you want to find my socials, you can. That's fine. They exist. But most of what I do is repost Sword and Key stuff. So check out beacons.ai/Sword and Key to find all of our links in one neat, nice place. If you are looking for our socials, that is BlueSky and Instagram. We also have links to our Discord if you want to hang out with cool folks like us, talk about cool games like this, or tons of other stuff. We also have a couple of things that happen specifically on our Discord, like movie nights, which I will talk about here in just a minute. One of them's happening tomorrow. If you are looking for places to donate towards a great cause, again, our game raises money for Feeding America, but we have a number of philanthropies that we are in support of at any given time. I'll talk about some more of those specifically once we get to our calendar, but you can find all the links to donate, again, beacons.ai/Sword and Key. And again, beacons.ai/Sword and Key. You can also find links to our affiliates and discount codes that come along with them. Affiliates like Long Dog Dice. So Jen makes beautiful, incredible dice sets. You really can't have better dice in your collection. I highly recommend the Horizons Call dice, which have the option for the Sword and Key logo on the D6. There's also all of the main cast of Horizons Call have dice sets made for them, which you can pre-order as well. There's now clothing, too, which you can get customized with your D&D characters' info on it. Glassware, which is the same. Get it customized with your D&D characters' info. Kaila has the Scarlett dice and the Horizons Call D6 there as a feature. There's also the D20 fidgets, which are super fun. I have given one to almost every one of my coworkers at this point. Those are really great. I just love the squish. It is the kind of squish that when somebody else does it, makes you go, but when you do it, makes you go, yes. So it is the best kind of fidget because of that. Yes, check out Long Dog Dice when you do use code Sword and Key for 10% off your first purchase. That code, Sword and Key for 10% off your first purchase, also works over at Eldritch Foundry. For custom minis, no matter how weird and wild or normal and mild your TTO character might be, you can make a miniature of them. When you do, code Sword and Key, 10% off your first purchase, or if you're doing 3D printing, use our affiliate link. That will get you a 3-month subscription for only $19.99 for unlimited STL files. If you are shopping with Hit Point Press, and you should be, because fuck, they got so much, whether it is the Floral Dragon series, which was just Emmy nominated. If not, I didn't actually see if they won, but it's really, really good. The Humblewood stuff, which is just incredible. They've got a new book coming out in the near future, which the Kickstarter was funded in like no time flat. If I Were a Lich Man is weirdly fun, considering it is a D&D parody of Fiddler on the Roof, but is a full like module that you can run. There's Hecna, which is Vecna with carnival horror clown vibes. Also really fun. All that and more. Use our affiliate link if you're going to be buying from them. They have music. Some of the music I've used in this stream has come from Hit Point Press. They have miniatures. They have maps and comics and books and just everything else. Cards. The animated spell cards are gorgeous. So again, all that and more. Use the Sword and Key affiliate link if you're going to be getting anything from Hit Point Press. I'm also going to borrow a friend's code for this next one for Friday afternoon tea, the gayest tea shop in the Pacific Northwest. Find your perfect tea. You're going to find something that fits your palate really well. You really can't go wrong. When you do, use code TheLadyDame for 10% off your order there. Other stuff on our beacons.ai/Sword and Key. You can find links to our YouTube, our Twitch, if you're trying to watch stuff that has either been out for a little while or has come out recently. We also have links to the podcast Monster Crush, which can be found wherever podcasts can be found. It is a podcast I do with my friend LD and potentially a new co-host in the near future. That announcement's still yet to be officially made. We might turn this twosome into a threesome that has existed in other places, if that's a hint. But we are a bi-weekly bisexual panteratophilic podcast of celebrating cryptids, creatures, and miscellaneous monsters from myths. So if you love monsters or love monsters, check it out. We did just have an episode come out last weekend, the Dogman Days of Summer. So don't listen to Florence and the Machine. The Dogman Days of Summer are not over. And if you want to talk about them good boys, you can listen wherever podcasts are found. Let's see. Let's take a look at the calendar real quick here. So tomorrow, like Eva said, at 10 a.m. Pacific time is the next in a long line of Anika and Eva's chaotic playthroughs where they will be playing Mars Colonies. So check that out. Will it be one shot? No. I'm going to say that right now. No, it won't be. I've seen these two play. There's no fucking way. Do you guys do Pally or
We've done it
charity?
before. We do charity. Sorry, I was like over the mic. I believe we currently have a Conservation International.
Right. Okay.
Tiltify open. I'll double check that, but we do charity.
Yeah. So they'll be raising money for your Conservation International. After that, 6 p.m. Pacific time is next Sword and Key movie night. They're currently on Sundays. They'll be moving back to Fridays in a couple of weeks here. But this was a community suggestion to watch the 2005 Kristen Bell musical movie, Reefer Madness, based off of the, I guess, the fear-mongering... So the original is a fear-mongering, like, you know, what's the word? It's a movie meant to be like, hey, like marijuana will kill you. And then they, in 2005, they turned that into a parody musical with Kristen Bell and Alan Cumming. So yeah, I've heard it's good. I haven't seen it. That's also why we do movie nights, because I get to watch stuff. But those are every other week. They're on our Discord. They're totally free. All you got to do is just be a part of the Discord and hang out at the right time, and feel free to join in. After that, a sad thing, but a kind of a cool thing at the same time, is this past week, Gate Night did have its finale. We beat Baldur's Gate 3. We had a wonderful time. We got God Gale, Ascended Astarion. My character turned into the Mind Flayer. It was really great. But that means no more Gate Night. So our Tuesdays are currently free. But fear not, we still have Harbingers, the finale of Harbingers, in fact, which is going to be Friday the 14th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Harbingers is raising money for the Translatina Coalition, and don't miss this finale, because God, there's no wrangling those cats. They are wild. I've been getting messages from all of them. There are some decisions which could ruin Horizon's Call, because they all take place in the same world. So with that in mind. On Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time is the next episode of the Indigo Nexus. That is the Invisible Sun game being run by Mare, and that also has a Q&A coming up in the relative near future as well. Season 1 Q&A, which is taking place on the 29th. So yes, they are playing. Just want to double check. They're playing the 15th, 22nd, and then the 29th will be their Q&A. So that's pretty exciting. Horizon's Call will be back on the 22nd at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And another cool thing that's coming up is on the 16th at 2 p.m. Pacific time is the return of Nightmares on the Frontier for Season 2, a game I actually get to play in, run by the wonderful Valdrith. We are raising money for World Central Kitchen. I remembered. So we'll be back to the Eldritch Western Frontier that I'm pretty excited about. So check out that season premiere on the 16th at 2 p.m. Pacific time. That'll also be the next release date for Monster Crash. Okay, I think that is it for a minute. We'll probably have more stuff added to the calendar here in the near future, so keep an eye on our Discord events for that, and then you can also always see our Google Calendar link, which is posted in our Discord as well. Tonight, we are going to be rating Nerds with Dice, who we did partner with recently to raise money for the Translatina Coalition for Pride. So check them out, show some positivity, show some support over there. And until we see you next time for this game in 2 weeks, but hopefully sooner for another game, take care of yourselves, take care of others, and fair winds and following seas, brave mariners. Bye.